Three, two, one. All right, what up, boys? This is Logical Sports Season 2, Episode 1. How everyone doing? How you feeling? Phil,
And blessing
Ross,
highly favored.
Coop?
Good,
Good,
good.
good.
Yo,
Good, good. We got football in full
Yes,
effect
sir.
starting this week,
Good
starting
on,
this
good on.
Thursday with the Chiefs and the Ravens. We back. Football is back, and I can't be more excited. We got football every week until February. Give me a
Yes,
reason
let's
to stay
sir.
go.
in. I need it. Thank you. I
Give it
appreciate
to
it.
me. Give
So,
it to me.
going off with that, I want to hear what y'all opinions are like. What is something that y'all most excited to see from the season? It could be a team, it can be a player, it can be the new kickoff rule. What is something exciting that y'all looking forward to this season? Let's
What
go
you
with
got
you, Ross.
for me? There's a couple of things. I was telling Phil this other day. We got a small gap. We got a small window. We got a small window in the next 2, 3 years. So I feel like I'm excited to see what we do this year. I feel like we have a lot of players. We as in the Eagles, we have a lot of players that are back and returning. A lot of our team is still the same. So I feel like we should still be on that same type of time that we were last year with Vic Fangio, with Kellen Moore, with our coordinators. I think we should be really good this year. Everything's clicked in. Our quarterback, our receivers, our running backs of age. No one's too young. No one's too old. Everyone's like right in that pocket. Same for our defense. The defense is a little young, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if we can settle down a little bit, we still got some vets on the in the back end. I feel like if we can cover, we'll be all right. Because you already know how I feel about a certain player. So and he out for a couple of weeks. So we're gonna see how we go about that. Outside of the Eagles, how to be in my home team, a homer. I'm really excited to see Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? Partially because some of my people on fantasy I picked are his receivers, so I'm hoping to see how that goes. But really, I was seeing him
Knee
during the
stopper.
preseason, and he was looking really nice for a rookie. You know, now it kind of looks weird because it's like you're back to Mahomes, you go back to C.J. Stroud, and it's like, all right, well now we're getting used to it. But like, there's a lot of rookies who are not. Him, and I got one more, Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is gonna be fun to watch. Him with Sean Payton got his guy. You know what I'm saying? He looked really good. I don't think they're gonna win a lot this year, but I think they're gonna look fun to watch. You know, for upcoming seasons.
Nice, nice.
Cool. What you got, Phil?
um, obviously, I am gonna go with the homers. It is C.J. Stroud season is upon us.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'm ready to see my Houston Texans. We got Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, my dog Big Nico Collins, um, Joe Mixon. I want to see us to actually run the ball. Man, we did a lot of work without a run game last year, so I really want to see our offensive line one stay healthy. Texans paid 11 offensive linemen last year. That's really not a good thing for any football team in the league. So uh, try to keep my big boys healthy, and of course that defense is going to come with it with D'Amico Ryans running it. I also am a big fan. I want to see Detroit Lions this year as well. If I'm gonna pick an NFC team, um, I have a lot of friends from Detroit, so I started watching Detroit when they were not winning a lot of good football games. So I'm loving to see this resurgence now, and I mean, like they got a good chance as anybody over in the NFC. I'm looking forward to seeing how that team unfold, how they stack up against all them heavy hitters over there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I'm a piggyback in and stop you on something real quick that had me brought an idea to me. Everyone's talking about this year for C.J. Stroud and the Texans because what he came off as a rookie, he did great. What is your expectations? Y'all can chime in on this one too. For Will Anderson Jr., what level, what step do you think
Mm.
he's about to take forward? He's got more help, on the defensive line now. Got some other bodies that they brought in for free agency. So, what type of year are you expecting for Will Anderson, or what do you want to see from him? So,
Double digit sacks, over 20 run for loss this season.
fuck. 1 second.
You exit him out.
Hell yeah.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
said it.
20
I
run
was
for
gonna let you
loss.
have it.
So,
I was gonna let you have it because I know who I'm talking to. So I was gonna let you have it.
TFLs.
So what are your thoughts on that, Phil?
I think baseline is double-digit sacks. I mean, he had 7 last year. Um, the tackles for loss, 15 to 20 range would be good. But honestly, it's really the effectiveness, right? Like he got double teamed a lot last year. He was top 5 in the league in double teams. I think bringing Daniil Hunter in would decrease that number, if anything. If not, and it stays the same, I still think keeps his effectiveness because that means it's going to be some one-on-one somewhere along the line or for our middle linebacker. So I just want to just the progression to just keep going. I feel like those sacks are going to be there. He missed a number of them last year, so shore up that tackle and point of attack. But I mean, if you just look at his practices, that man is relentless out there. They actually tell the defense to model everything after Will Anderson. So I feel like his ascension is inevitable. My barring injuries, of course. Knock on some wood.
For real.
All right. What about you, Ross? You have any thoughts or anything on Will Anderson?
On Will Anderson, I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like when you got D'Amico, you're bound to get better. He's a great coach. He was a great coach at San Fran. He was a great coach out here. He's a great player. He's one of those players that you want to. It seems like you want to play for. I want to talk like that. Like I know the dude, but it seems like you want to play for him. And not only that, he has a really good squad around him. So it's real easy to get better when you got people behind you. When you got DBs in the back you can trust. So if you got that, then all you got to do is play your game. And I feel like he's going to do that this season. So I think he should shore up the defense a lot more to where, maybe even top 10 defense. We can go back to them golden years that we had a little bit when we had a really top defense with JJ and Cushion and all them boys.
Cool. And
Especially
you,
with the
Coop, what you got
offense.
on Will Anderson?
Yeah, I expect the same, bro. Honestly, I'm expecting like a JJ Watt second year type of season. Honestly, like you would top 4 or 5 pick. You got this is a year. You got to
Mm-hmm.
elevate. Like Phil said, you had a lot of double teams. You bringing in Daniil Hunter, a Houston native,
Ertz,
all pro,
Ertz.
he's a really really good
Leading
DN.
in
So
tackles.
yeah, you bring in you bring in a superstar honestly on the opposite side of you. It's your time to shine. You're young in your prime. I'm go with Phil. I say double digits. I say 12 and a half. 12 and a half would be great. Like
I see
honestly,
that.
12 and a half sacks, TFLs, he can, I can give or take those. It don't matter. But if he get 12 and a half sacks, he's doing his job. And then just like Phil said, be efficient on the downs we need him to. Third down, get to the quarterback. I
Yeah.
mean,
Let's get
he
him off the
needs to
field.
get off the field, get to the quarterback, and I think that'd be a great season for Will Anderson.
Yeah. I I agree. I feel like he might have a defensive player of the year type season. This is why I say that. Y'all said 12, like double digit sacks. I'm looking at 15, probably 16, 17 and a half because I think the offense is going to run
17.
it up so much. Let me hear me out. Let me hear me out.
I
Like, I
thought
think the
something
offense
like
is
that.
going to run it up so much that there's going to be a lot more pass attempts. More pass attempts means more sack attempts. And I think he's going to get through because it's going to be hard to have both sides covered. Those double teams about to loosen up. And he had 7 with those double teams. It's not too crazy to think he can double it up. If he had 7 already last year as a rookie, he's getting better as a
7 to
sophomore. There's more
15?
opportunities
That's
to.
12 and a half,
I'm,
13. I got
I,
that.
I'm, I'm just saying. I
I
think
mean, but
But
he
he
didn't
got.
he can have
I'm
like a
just
he didn't
saying
have
defensive
a
player of the
slouch next
year
to him.
type
He
season.
had Grenard
he
too.
had
I
Grenard,
mean,
but Grenard ain't Daniel Hunter though.
he not. But I'm just saying, it's not like
That's all.
he didn't have
No,
a
yeah,
terrible person next to him
you're
though.
100% correct. But I think Daniel Hunter of course, he gonna take some of those double teams, but he gonna take some of those sacks as
I
well.
was
He gonna
about to
take
say that. He going to take some
he
of
gonna
those
He
take
sacks.
gonna
some of
take some
those
of those
sacks.
sacks, bro. So I
Good
think
point.
if both of them
That's a good
can get
point
out
too.
12, hey, that's perfect off the ends. That's perfect.
Right.
Like 24, 25 sacks off your ends. That's perfect. You can't
Daniil
ask for
ain't
anything better than that.
Daniil ain't had a year under 12 sacks in the past 5 years. It's just like
Exactly. He's a consummate All Pro, consummate
He's definitely gonna
Pro
have
Bowler. Like
opportunity now
he's him. He
oh
back.
yeah.
Like I'm saying,
under
he from
D'Amico
Houston.
Ryans.
Like it's up, bro.
His interview was like the most encouraging thing too, because they was talking about the difference of scheme between being in Minnesota and being here, and he was like the Minnesota scheme is a lot of read and react type of defense. It's like you pull hard and you see what the person's going to do before you make your move. He's like, no, D'Amico say, no, it's just
Go.
go.
Yeah.
It's
Just go
go
mode.
mode.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I don't have to think about nothing. He said, you got one job, hike, go get the quarterback. And if
Yeah.
not, stop the run. If the ball come your way, stop the run. That's it. He was like they just go. Like, I love it. He's like, who wouldn't love that? Like, exactly.
Only thing I'm worried about is the secondary for the Texans. Besides Stingley, if unless Lasser, I think his name, unless he steps up and be that really good second round, third round pick, whatever he was, if he can step up and be that guy, that'd be great. But
Didn't they
I don't
just get
know.
a first round pick cornerback in free agency too, right?
Oh, Kuda, but he's gonna be the backup anyway. He was fighting
Yeah,
for like that slot position. But to be honest with you, I really like the moves that the defense that D'Amico Ryans have done over the offseason to improve, to help out the secondary. One, Lassiter has looked as advertised.
no, yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he goes head to head with all three of the receivers in practice, and they all got nothing but good things to say about him. Like he has his day against anybody out there, which is good. Also, we slid Jalen Petrie down to the nickel,
He
where
plays
he's
nickel.
closer to the line, and he was getting beat a lot more last year in that safety position that we had him in. So he's looked a lot better over all the preseason games, more natural, kind of like what he was doing in Baylor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Kind of being
he's a
like a
natural
hybrid
nickel. Yeah,
safety linebacker type position or whatever. So they adjusted that, and then that's where Lassiter slid over to that DB2 role, and they look solid. Honestly, my thing that I'm most worried about is our linebackers. It's really not the
really.
secondary. It's that linebacker crew because we're thin outside of literally our starters, and seeing Christian Harris is going to be out for 4 games, that is what like makes me nervous. It's like, yeah, the starting group looks really good, but like I don't trust nobody behind them. Tua is a good substitute, right? But I kind of expected him to be a part of that starting group with Christian Harris and Aziz Al Shair. And so now we're gonna have to put Neville Hewitt in, which was looking decent in the preseason, but I mean, don't want him to play in the games really like that.
Yeah,
I want him to be a backup, like play 15 to 20 snaps type player, not all right, now you got to play and you
yeah.
got to play for 4 games. And so the linebackers really make me nervous. Like, get past that D line. Um, I don't know. I mean, inside's probably sold up. Aziz, I got all the faith in the world with him.
No, yeah,
But
he's young baller.
when we break outside, it does make me nervous. Like that's the part that scares me about our defense. Can we hold on until everybody gets back healthy? Until Autry gets off suspension? Until Harris gets off of IR for 4 games?
I didn't know Harris was hurt. Yeah, you broke that to me. I didn't know he was hurt. Yeah, but that's my thing with the Texans as well.
Mm.
Offense and defense, just depth. If they hit some injuries, bro, it could really the guard. You have no other guard that can step up and be serviceable besides who you have right now. Like it's bad at key positions, but hopefully they can figure it out throughout the season. But that's my yeah. Hopefully they
Well, what
can
about you,
get that
Coop?
depth.
What's something you're looking forward to this season?
Jaden Daniels, man, I think he gonna have an RG3 like season without the
Oh
injuries.
my
Knock on
shit.
wood again.
Mhm.
uh, RG3 like season. But yeah, Jaden Daniels, man, I think he gonna put up some crazy numbers. He gonna hit the rookie wall. He gonna go through those rookie lows where he have the interceptions and things like that. But if his fan base and the coaches they can fight through that, I think he gonna be the one out of all of them. I like Caleb Williams as well, but I think Jaden Daniels gonna be the one. That and my Eagles, man. You see the shit, bro. It's
Yeah,
the Eagles,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
See what we gonna do. I think this our year to finally get one with Jalen and Sirianni. I think the defense is really good. We brought back CJ who I really love. He's bring the swag, bro. He bring the energy.
I
He
love.
be hitting niggas like he just him in that secondary. I think our young D tackles Carter and Davis gonna step up this year, have a big season. Like I
Has
told
to.
Brandon earlier, I
Mhm.
think y'all boy Jalen Hurts, he gonna win. He MVP this year, bro. He was MVP through. I looked at it earlier. He was MVP through 11 weeks. And then the offense went to shit. I don't know what the fuck happened. We started playing like ass. and he just lost his shit. He was leading the league in MVP votes. He was going to win the MVP, bro. He was balling out, and then I don't know, something just happened. But I think this year they're gonna fix all that. Kellen Moore gonna have my boy Devontae moving, motion, and going across the line, doing things that we weren't doing last year. And I see us really having a breakout season.
10-1 last year. That's what should lead you in the MVP.
Bro, he was balling. He was the MVP front runner. And I don't know, some shit happened. I don't know.
Yeah, you really don't
Hopefully
think? I mean, honestly, you think he fully recovered from his injuries? I mean, it was such
now he is, bro. I don't know.
No. I'm not talking about now. I meant in that run, like.
He was hurt.
Oh no, then yeah, you can see.
I just wasn't saying shit, but he was hurt for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like a precipitous drop off. You know what I mean?
You like the way he's running, like he moved. He looked quicker. He looked faster. Like he looked completely different.
There was no swag to his game last year. He was just getting through it.
You can just tell he was banged up.
Like those interceptions towards the end, it was just like, what is going on? How are you missing these wide open receivers and tight ends on important plays? It would just be just there. It'd be like you can tell like he couldn't get it all the way. But you know, that don't make no excuse for Bradbury.
No,
he hate that boy. He hate that man.
He's up there with Nelson Aguilar and Jalen Rager, whatever that dude name is. Those my.
He on the Patriots now.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't say I was gonna say the Patriots. I didn't say I was gonna be excited for the Patriots at all. No, but I talk about them. I don't see them winning too many games, and yeah, the Patriots are not looking good. I'm not
We've been waiting so long.
I'm not liking the way. I'm not liking the way he's doing things. Like you got Belichick out to be like a young, new vibe coach to come in just to do the same shit. Have the players still complain about the same shit. Did y'all hear what he did about the practice, the joint practice?
No, what happened?
This man, he told his players, which I'm not sure if this is the right way to do with these young kids, younger generation of players, but he said, if there's a fight that breaks out, the starters are playing all game, and the backups are playing none of the game for whoever's involved in that fight. And I'm like, this is your first year. I know you're trying to set a tone, but I don't know if the players are behind them. And it's the same time that Judon was leaving and everything. I'm not sure if the players are like fucking with them. And I think you got to build rapport with the players first instead of just coming in when you're a first-year head coach. I understand he's setting up structure, but I just personally think he needs to do. I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong, but it might be a bad taste in some of these younger players. It's like they were taught, like all these players talking about how Eric Bieniemy was the same way, and they got him out of there. Brian Flores got him out of there. This tough mentality, and these players that they have now don't connect all the time. So I'm not sure if it's just the best option, but hopefully it's the right option. But that being said, I'm most excited for it as well as Jaden Daniels. I told Coop this, and I'm going to have it on record right now. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be the best quarterback out of this draft over Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is great. I think what he does is exciting. But I could be wrong, but it's just a feeling. I feel like Jaden Daniels has a lot more potential to show more. I think we've seen what Caleb could do. I'm not sure where the growth will be, but where he is now is still really good. I mean, of course, every rookie can grow, but Jaden Daniels
has a higher ceiling.
I think you have like RG3 season as well, have a higher ceiling, you know. So I think that can be fun to watch. So like this man just like make some highlights. You know, you can lose because I understand with the Commanders, but like have us raise our eyebrows, and I think he will. I think this type of season he will, and that's why I'm excited to see. On top of that, another quarterback is Anthony Richardson. I feel like with the Colts head coach who had Gardner Minshew winning one game away from the playoffs, what he about to unlock with Anthony Richardson? You know what I'm saying? He was he was the offensive coordinator for what team? Was it the Eagles or was it the
Eagles? Yeah, I think Eagles. It
was the Eagles where Jalen Hurts had his
went to Super Bowl. Yeah.
So you got Anthony Richardson, and the man got an arm and he's athletic and just like a stocky dude that I think it's going to be exciting.
You gotta get his accuracy.
He got to get accurate, but like you know, I think he's going to call like the right plays that are just going to make him look good. On top of him being the freak,
he's going to be what Vince Young should have been.
I mean, that arm is what's going to get him in trouble. That's what he heard.
I think he's more of a Cam Newton, but potentially be better. it's Cam Newton with the potential to be better, and that's exciting because like Cam came in still
You,
looking stuff. So
well,
that
you think,
potential to be better is what I'm saying. On the pure fact of the play
I
calling and the head
mean,
coach, in my opinion, that helps.
uh,
That goes hand
uh,
in hand. Like,
I,
it helped Patrick. Like go ahead.
no, I'm just saying we forgetting how magnificent Cam
Thank
Newton really
yes, that's what
was.
I'm saying. We forgetting,
No,
bro.
I don't. I
Cam
don't.
Newton,
I don't. I don't. I trust me.
Yes,
I'm a big
yes.
Cam
I
fan.
think
Come
we
on, we were
are
wearing the
though.
socks,
just like
bro. We were wearing the
I
socks,
must
Steve.
be
I
You
know
are though,
how
envy.
bro. You
You,
said
he
how
was
he
gonna
was
cold
gonna
get
be
Phil
better than
he
him
Sunday's
was.
again.
game.
He didn't have a receiver.
Like
He never had like a really cold
we have a
receiver.
recency
So
bias.
Who did? Who
I,
did?
I, being better
Who
than
did?
Cam is
Cam?
winning a Super Bowl.
No,
You said
not
who?
that.
Cam didn't have a
He
good
can win the
receiver.
Super.
Cam was going to Steve
Like
Smith.
Yeah, but
He
that
can
was a
win.
few years that he went to Baltimore.
no, he never had like a top 10 receiver. Like actually,
That was
like
the
in their
older Steve
prime.
Smith.
That's saying something. He was still balling like he
Right.
did.
That's what I'm saying. He
Like
was that dude. He was that dude winning
I don't
MVP,
know.
going his
Cam showed more in the passing game
Super
than
Bowl for him.
Richardson
But
has, in my opinion. And running, honestly, too.
true,
Richardson,
he
I
could,
don't know.
he could.
He,
But
I just hope he
if
don't
his
get.
ceiling is
I hope
Cam
he don't
Newton,
get
that's
hurt.
still really good. If his ceiling is Cam, it's still really good. But lastly, I want to see the Chargers.
I was gonna
I
say
want
that
to
too,
see
honestly.
Harbaugh do his thing.
Yeah,
You know, like I kind of, I'm curious. I really want to see how this works because like
yeah.
he's known to flip shit around everywhere he goes. And looking at their schedule, there's some winnable games in there. You know, you're gonna play Vegas twice. Of course, you're gonna play Pats twice, but you know, it's Denver. You know, there's some winnable games. Like his coaching ability alone, and they got some vibe. They got the vibe. Like I went to their training camp and like the players are rocking with it, and you just see that the chemistry together with that team. And I'm kind of
Inside
excited. I'm
information,
kind of excited
Riley.
to see what they're gonna do. Cause like you know he likes to run the ball too, and the offense coordinator is the one for the Baltimore Ravens, and they got J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards who were with the Ravens having success in that run game. And then you have Herbert to throw it when you need to, who's really good at play action. They interesting. They interesting. Those are the things I really want to see.
I can dig it.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I always want to see
Yeah,
the Chargers play
going
good.
on with that, speaking
I
of
got him at 11-6. I can see it. This off this. I can see him having a decent season. That's not bad.
yeah. Hey man, hey look. First of all,
yeah,
I looked up
offense,
Cam Newton like MVP season, and um, Anthony Richardson is probably
yeah, 50
not nowhere.
touchdowns, didn't he? Total.
Yeah, he had and then he went 15 and
I
1, but his receivers, can you guess? I mean, they were worse than
Ted
I even.
Greg
Ginn.
Olson.
Greg
Ted
Olson.
Ginn. What's the other dude name? 82. I forget his name. They didn't have the guy that came from
Exactly the fact that
they
I
have
said
Smith.
Ted Ginn Jr. was his number one wide
Yes,
receiver.
I know
Which
Ted Ginn was
is
on
true.
one though.
Ted
I know he was
Ginn.
on one.
He had a whole 700 yards.
That's crazy.
Jericho Cotchery is who you're
How many
talking
rushing
about.
yards did Cam
Cotchery.
Newton have?
Probably like 600, 700. If
Cam,
he had more than
yeah,
7, that's crazy.
he had 600 with 10 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's insane.
Those are 10 rushing
Yeah,
touchdowns. But let's
right.
let's
10 rushing.
channel over to uh divisions. Let's see who y'all got coming out of division. If you want to rank them, you can, but the question is who's going to win each division. Um, let me also pull up just in case as a reminder for which division. You want to do NFC first or AFC?
Don't matter to me.
Don't matter. You want to just call out which division, and we'll go by who we think gonna be the winner.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's start with the hardest one, AFC North. We got the
Ooh,
Baltimore
shut it
Ravens, the
down. Shut it
Cincinnati
down.
Bengals, the Cleveland Browns, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who's coming
Pittsburgh
out of the
Steelers.
AFC North?
I got the Ravens again.
Yeah, for sure. Ravens. Easy.
You got the Ravens?
Not easy,
Ravens?
but solidly.
Ooh.
Yeah, I even give my. I'm gonna go Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers in that order.
Same.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can kind of see the Steelers maybe
I'm
doing
with you.
good.
We're on the
Quarterbacks.
Ravens. I just think the problem, the only fear that I have for the Ravens is their O line in a division of like some pretty good pass rushers and good defenses. So, but they got better by getting Derrick Henry. Zay Flowers
Yeah,
is in his second year.
I
Lamar
was, I
Jackson
was,
is getting better almost every single year. So it's like, and you're gonna have a dynamic read option with Derrick Henry and Lamar, and then a play action pass. It's gonna be hard to stop. I think it's gonna be, and the defense still nice. The
not
defense
just
was
that,
doing their thing.
they're
You got
gonna
Justin
get
Tucker as a
downfield.
kicker. The team looks like the best team in the division. Oh, Ross left.
Yeah, it's
But which I got, you got anything else you wanna add?
You got what?
is there anything else to
Anything
add?
else?
No, I honestly think no that I agree with you. It's just their offensive line. If their line is good, they're going to be a monster to stop. Because I mean, Derrick Henry makes his own running lanes. You don't have to really wait for him to open
Mhm.
up, and then they're going to have to hold off and wait because if Lamar Jackson play actions and pull that bad boy down, you got to be ready for that. So the line can't really just attack downhill. It's going to be a problem as long as the offensive line holds up.
Mhm. Anything else you want to add, Coop?
No, I
Oh,
agree
you
with
good?
that, man. Yeah, I agree. I think I got the Ravens handedly. I like the Bengals. I think I want to honestly that's the team I'm looking forward to seeing as well. See how Joe Burrow bounce back. See how they offensive line protects him, and see what Jamar Chase do if he come back. You know, that's another thing you gotta look at too. So that's an interesting team as well. And they all have they all doing that Hard Knocks. They whole division is on Hard Knocks this season, in season. So I'm
Oh
looking forward
my
to the game
god,
too.
Mm.
that is crazy.
The whole division, yeah, is in season.
How do y'all feel about that?
That's
I don't
nice.
like. I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
it depends what they showing. I
I don't
wouldn't
care for
want
Hard
that
Knocks,
shit.
so
I just feel like sometimes we don't need to
yeah.
see everything. Like football is so emotional. You're gonna judge people off of certain things and stuff that
You
cameras
do,
shouldn't
because
be
that's the
there.
entertainment part of the shit. So
I
you
mean, I
got
get
to.
it.
That's why they get paid. So it's
Yeah.
for entertainment. So let's make it entertaining.
Yeah,
Let's
they
put
they
some
getting
drama in. Let's
good.
I know
Yeah,
going on
regardless.
like the business side of it's kind of needed. That comes with the big deals, the big contracts. Comes with
No, you're
these
right.
more cameras.
Everywhere.
So
Like
let's transfer over to the NFC North,
bum bum bum.
which we have the Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers,
Another one. Good.
Minnesota Vikings, and the Chicago Bears. The Bears.
Chicago. The Bears.
Not a real bad team. No
I
bad
got
team.
the Lions at 12-5, winning the division.
Hmm.
Then I got the Packers at 11-6. Got the Bears at 5-12, and the Vikings at 6-11. So I got the Lions doing that thing, winning that thing. I don't know if Caleb
You
gonna
said
win
you
that
got the
many
Packers
games
at
this year.
10-6.
11-6.
Yep. Sounds very Packerish.
11
They
and
schedule
6.
don't look that bad. The losses I got the Eagles, the
So I stick
Texans,
with
the Lions, the Vikings. You know they'll lose one division game, and yeah, and the 49ers. I think
it.
not a bad schedule.
I too think the
What you
Lions
got,
gonna
Phil?
win this game. Oh my bad. I got the Lions. Lions, Packers, then the Bears, then the Vikings.
Yeah,
I think
Vikings.
Caleb Williams, even being a rookie, I mean he got a whole bunch of weapons at his disposal, and the coach is gonna try to help him simplify, at least throw to find somebody who's gonna get open. So I mean I feel like that's gonna win him a couple games. He is in a rough division, but um,
In this
I
schedule,
got
bro, I'm
I got I
schedule.
got more faith. I got more faith in him than the. I don't know. I don't think I got full faith in the full Vikings roster, and that's solely what I'm dependent on.
Mhm.
I told y'all
Go
I've
to
been looking forward to Detroit, so
I
obviously they
like the
was my.
Vikings head coach. He can make any
He's a
quarterback
good
look
coach.
good.
I'm saying, yeah, he's a good coach, and he got Justin Jefferson back.
He's a really good coach. He has a really good. You have Addison. Like
And we,
I think the Vikings gonna be better than what people think. Cause like people were saying like out of these practices, like Sam Darnold's kind of looking nice, and like you got a quarterback who can make shit
and
happen,
the
and a
defense
coach that
is
can make it happen, and a receiver that's gonna make it happen regardless. Aaron Jones is there at the running back, right? So he's not horrible. I think he still got a little something in the tank. I think
Hey, a lot of people are gonna
I
be
trust
picking up Sam
the
Darnold during
offensive play calling. A lot of
for
people
me.
like him, but
It's the best.
I
It's the
like the
Bears
offensive play
schedule.
calling.
The Bears schedule. The
It's a
only
bad
reason I'm
schedule.
saying, they got the
Oh, yeah.
Titans. They week 1 Titans. They should be a dub. Then they go Houston at Indianapolis, playing the Rams. Then they go back and they play the Panthers. That should be a dub. Then they got to play the Jaguars in London, where the Jaguars always play. I think that's a dub for the Jaguars, in my opinion. Then I gave them a dub against Washington. I got a dub or loss against Arizona. I got them beating the Patriots. I got them a loss against the Packers week 11. I got them beating the Vikings week 12. Loss against Detroit. Loss against San Francisco. I got them losing at all the way games at Detroit, then at San Francisco, then at Minnesota, back to back to back. I
Yeah,
got them 3 L's in a row. Then they got to go back, come home and play the Lions again. And that's an L. Then I got them. Then they finished the season out with Seattle and Green Bay. I got them. That's another 2 L's, and there was a
Caleb
playoff team
has to
fighting
really
for.
be.
That's what I'm saying. He got to be magnificent, but that's a
He
tough
has to
schedule.
be. He has to be.
That's a tough schedule.
He has to be better than CJ
Yeah,
was last year.
Because CJ had a.
He got to be better than what CJ was last year.
Yeah, bro.
See, I think it's gonna look fun, but they're not gonna win. Like he's gonna put up
Yeah.
points. It's gonna be exciting.
He's gonna struggle as well.
He's gonna be
struggle
all over
just like
ESPN, but they're gonna still lose. It's gonna be because he threw a last interception trying to force it or some bullshit that rookies do, and I think that's how they're gonna lose a lot. But it's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fun. But I do second that, Brandon, about the Vikings. I think they're gonna be
one thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
one thing
go
about
ahead.
Caleb Williams, real quick, because I watched a lot of him in person at USC. He's efficient, and he don't really make a lot of throw it up mistakes.
Yeah.
Because say it was great play calling, like Lincoln Riley is proving he's just a great play caller. But he's efficient. Like even when he's doing like that backyard football, Mahomes type shit, he still will throw the ball out of bounds. And I think because of that he's gonna have like a good passing percentage, completion percentage. But go ahead.
Yeah, he will, but that's probably gonna be his downfall. He's like, nah, you gotta go for it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I do think the Vikings.
So we all got the Lions.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I got the Lions winning the division for sure. I see the Packers doing solidly. I guess they should, but they're just gonna be a solid team. You know, I don't think Kevin Love is gonna be like crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? But let's see.
Let's go there real quick. Y'all think Jordan Love is gonna take another step forward? Like he had a good first half. A bad first half and a good second half. Is it something he's growing off of? Is that just who he is? Is that what he's gonna do each year? Like first bad, second better, or is it just like is it gonna be? I mean, we don't know. It's a sophomore slump. It happens sometimes. Like Mac Jones had a great year, and then guess what? Nothing.
I don't know
so
what happened.
It could happen. Like he went to the Pro Bowl his first year.
Nah,
his ass.
I think
he
Jordan
throws
Love
fumbles and interceptions. But yeah, let's talk about Jordan Love for a bit.
Yeah, I think Jordan Love. I think he take that second step like he did in the second half of the season. I think him and his receivers caught their chemistry because they was all young and they weren't really playing that much. And they all I think at the second half of the season they just caught fire and they all got on the same page. I like Wicks, I like Watson. Honestly, Watson wasn't even really a part of offense that much last year.
Yeah,
he was a first round pick. Like if he can get into the fold, like the offense can be really. And they got Josh Jacobs back to really help him out. I think I personally think they're gonna take that second step and
wanting to run the football.
Yeah. With Josh Jacobs, that's gonna be a hell of a
Aaron
offense,
Jones,
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cool. Anything else you
I
want to add
think
on
so
Jordan
too.
Love? Go ahead.
I think so too. I think he got all the tools for or whatever. I mean, um, I don't know. I am more on the cautious of now they definitely got tape on him. It's not gonna be any surprise anymore, right? Like you know how we say about CJ Stroud, how it was we were surprised to everyone uh, minus the first couple games. After the first couple games, it stopped being a surprise anymore, right? But I mean, like with Jordan Love, it's the same thing. Like he came on halfway through the season, so it caught the back end of the folks off guard. Like, oh, this dude is really special. Like all off season is no surprise. They looking at Jordan Love. He's been all over like the media and whatnot. So I mean, I do see him taking the next step. I just don't know how great it might look statistically, if that makes sense. Like it might be him showing how he can weather different looks and stuff that defenses is going to throw at him this season. Now that they're fully prepared for him being the guy.
Yeah, I can see that. I see that as well.
Okay. So we got for the AFC North, the
We all on
Ravens,
Ravens, and we all on
NFC
Lions.
North, all line.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Let's see if we're gonna do the North. Now we gotta do the East. I'm joking. We're doing the South. Um, AFC South. What y'all got? Who y'all got?
Go ahead, take it away, Phil.
Yeah, Phil. There
Y'all
you
know
go.
who it is. Y'all know who it is.
Take it away.
Texans, baby. You know we taking this out. This our division this year. But we going with the Texans first, clearly, right? You see it. It gets tough with our division. I feel like a lot of the other teams is kind of like which quarterback is gonna have the better season, right? Like I can easily see the Colts or Jacksonville fighting out between second and third, and then the Titans, I think, are fourth place just in general. They got a lot of change that happen in their team, but they always fight pretty hard. So I mean, but y'all know it's the Texans. Um, Indianapolis and Jacksonville can figure out who's going to be behind us.
Well, to piggyback off of that, yes. So let's say I say Texans. I would say secondly would definitely be Indianapolis, who could probably even give the Texans a run for their money, honestly. I think the Jaguars are just I have a little bit of a personal. I want to see them win because Dougie Fresh as the coach, but at the same time, it's like I don't see anything that out of Trevor Lawrence that's gonna be like, yeah, he's that dude. You know what I'm saying? He got the numbers and he's steady, but it's not like get your team out the mud, win the game. It's just come on, like you got ways that you can win. A lot of Texans games, Texans should have lost, but he messed it up, and so I feel like it's all Indianapolis right there. Like I said, I think Indianapolis can give the Texans a run for their money off a pure fact that they'll probably split during the season because it's such a hard rivalry, and I like it personally because it can bring us back to like the Colts and Texans of the old. Well, they only had Peyton Manning, but now it's like okay, now we can actually go back and forth with them. So I think Indy and Texans are going to duke it out for the North or for the South.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, I got the Texans as well, man. I got them at 11-6. I got them splitting with Indy. I think splitting with the Jags, and then beating Tennessee the whole way through. But yeah, it's gonna be upon I think that defense and that, like they said, the second year. See if CJ can maintain his performance that he did. It's gonna be tough for him, but I think he can do it. And just gotta run the ball too, bro. Please run the ball. Like the whole preseason, that was kind of one of my big pet peeves with them. They weren't showing the running game. I know they didn't have Mixon for a couple of those games, but still, I like what Akers did the last game, but it was against third string players. But you have to run the ball, bro. If they want to take the next step, get the pressure off CJ. He's a great player, but make it as easy as you can for him. Run the ball. I think you have a stable of good, not great backs, but good backs. Mixon, Pierce, Akers, they good enough to run the ball.
Go ahead, say yours, Brandon. I want to put a little
That
point
was
in on
definitely a
that too.
1,000-yard rusher.
Go ahead,
Did you
Phil.
want to go, Brandon? Okay,
You said what,
so
Phil?
unfortunately, it saddens me to say this, but all through the preseason, unfortunately, we probably got to find a way to trade Damian Pierce.
Yeah.
It
Get him
really,
out of here.
really hurts my heart because I'm a huge fan.
Didn't
I
hurt
still
mama.
remember that rookie year, man. It's really hard to let
Yeah.
go. He ran his heart out, but I mean, when you said the Cam Akers, he kind of like hit it on the head. Cam Akers looked good in every preseason game
Yeah.
against everybody he was against. So it wasn't just like just a third string because I'm like every time he got in there and played, he showed, oh, he's probably our second best running back. And Mixon didn't play all preseason, so we didn't get a chance to see him. But I wasn't really too worried about that because we didn't see our full starting offensive line, but 2 series for the preseason anyway. But they looked really good then. So I'm like, if you can block for Mixon like that, then we should be somewhat decent this year. But we're holding on to Damian Pierce. I think D'Amico Ryans loves his personality, which I can see, but he wasn't producing at all. Like that. That's probably what you was really saddened to see when you saw him running. He couldn't get no traction at,
Yeah. I mean,
all last season too. It's not like it's just a couple games. It's like
I don't know.
he looked better kick returning.
No, yeah,
Like,
for
I don't
sure.
know why they didn't have him doing kick returns. Like, have him back there doing kick return. Honestly, that should be another thing we could probably talk about. Like, that new kick return rule. Somebody thought about, like, you should probably have a running back there more than receivers and, like, DBs
Yeah.
because they're
The
basically
running backs that
playing
can catch.
obviously, right? One that can catch a football, right? A Debo Samuel's type of a player, but it's like when they're lined up so close, it's inevitably like a longer, further start to a running play because the lines are right here on each other. To where when they were spread out, it was more trying to find the angle, catch a hole, and go. It's not going to be as much of a singular hole as in where's the gap in the line, which is what running backs look for. You know what I mean? Because everybody's going to be blocking in like a wall for them. So it's like it's probably better for a running back because one, they're shifty to make at least the one person miss, but also the way their vision is set up, they see that more than the spread out version of like receivers. And I was like, and somebody mentioned that I'm like, that's actually pretty. I think that logically makes a lot of sense. I would try to put some running backs back there and see if they can catch the ball. But also like see how that would look back there.
He would have to be
Makes
fast.
sense. And then that Debo
Anybody,
Samuel was a great option, I think, would be for us.
anybody with speed, man. Anybody, if you can get a hole and let somebody with speed, because that's you're right. It's exactly a extended long run play. If you can just get somebody with one hole and let them get through. I seen the dude from Colorado, Xavier Weaver. He was averaging like 40 yards a kick return this preseason. They would just find him the hole and he just scooted through it, and he'll get you in your offense in a really good position. But I mean, running back too wouldn't be too bad. But I think anybody with speed, if you got some speed, get your ass in that hole, bro. I think you'll be all right. I wouldn't mind seeing the dude. What's the Hutchinson from the Texans? I think he was a really good returner. Or what's it? Sims. We gotta have Sims back there. That's the guy named 82, right? Sims. So I think
Yeah,
kick returner.
I think we let him go though.
What?
I think we cut him.
Oh my God, he tripping. Eagles, get on the phone, bro.
Yeah, you say that, man. That wide receiver
phone.
room is so stacked, man. Like where was the spot? The top 5 spots was wrapped up.
Exactly, and you keep him because he's such a good specialist, in my opinion. I'm letting go Hutchinson, letting go Mechie, somebody like that, somebody who's not gonna really not Mechie, maybe not.
You couldn't let go either one of them. Hutchinson balled
I love
out
it.
all preseason. You can't let go either one of them. And Hutchinson.
But he's
So
not
no,
gonna.
so the Texans got a backup archetype to their top 3 receivers, and so Hutchinson matches the Nico Collins fold. He's 6'3", 200 pounds, and he's a big wide out receiver. You have John Mechie that is going to be if Stephon Diggs leaves us after this season, replace him to slide into that position.
We're talking about this season though. We need somebody who can return some kicks.
No, I'm just saying where the options was. I'm just saying where that room, the room was. It was like limited, and then you have Tank Dell mainly in that slot or whatever, but Mechie kind of go back and forth to both. So I like Sims. I thought he was going to stay too, but apparently, and that's where the thing is, we're going to see if it comes back to bite us. D'Amico Ryan's like Robert Woods, and so Woods got kept.
And he got money. I mean, you can't cut Woods. You got to pay his ass. I think like 10 mil.
I mean,
So
yeah, but we could have saved $5 million. We could have only paid him 5 and then saved another 5.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, when did they cut him? Like recently? Or he on a practice squad or what? What's
he
going on?
he,
I
he
could have
made it was
sworn.
on the last day of cuts. He
Oh,
was
he
on
didn't
the
make the
final
cut.
cut.
Damn, that's crazy. Yes,
He
he gonna
probably
be on
ain't gonna
somebody.
come back to the practice
Nah,
squad. He probably
he
gonna
gonna be
get
on.
picked
He
up
gonna make
somewhere.
somebody's
Yeah.
team. Yeah, he gonna make somebody because he's a dangerous return. Like you don't get that everywhere.
I
Coaches
was
seem
I
to
was surprised
understand,
we
but
let him go too, but I'm imagining that we got that must mean we're gonna do like somebody else back there like Tank or
it probably
somebody
it's probably gonna be like you said, Pierce.
or Damian Pierce. Like I
Tank
mean,
Tank did it. He did punt return.
I don't want
I
to. I
saw a
mean,
game from
No,
last
we
year.
don't know.
I don't
punt
want him to
return.
get those. I don't
I
want
don't
him to
want him
get
kick
those
return.
long distance hits.
No kick return. Punt
Yeah.
return. I'm down with kick return now.
Hey man, I don't know what you're talking about. This man been shot. He good, bro. He get back up from
Look
anything.
at the ignorance.
He
Ignorance.
he he think we talking about his skill while we all saying
Yeah,
no, buddy.
nigga.
That's not
No.
it. That is not it. I do not want that full speed collision
No,
on that
you're
on
talking about
that
injury
young.
prone. I'm just saying, the man, he'll bounce back.
It,
That was
it's
the
not.
point.
No, I don't want the
He's been
bounce
shot.
back. I want him
Bounce
in the
back.
game.
Yeah, he'll be back
I
next
want
season after he
I
broke a
want
bone or
him
some
in the
shit.
game. What do you mean? Not
The
bounce
fuck?
back? No, run routes.
Yeah.
Take those big collisions out. Let them hit him when they running 20 yards down the field or quick out routes. That's it. No blocking down the line
Mhm.
no more. Taking that play away, right? We're not doing the like you say, maybe punt returns if you need like a big special
Yeah,
play or whatever,
yeah.
like in a timely moment. Not the whole game. What
Hmm.
a timely possession where it's we need something
Like
special.
2 minutes left, like end of the quarter, end of the half, end of the if you need fourth quarter. Yeah, nothing like how they did with Deshaun Jackson with the Eagles. Like he went back there all the time. But he was back there when we needed a big play, a touchdown maybe. Yeah, he was back there. So I'll do him the same way.
But I feel you. Put Damian Pierce back there. He got just enough speed, but damn it, I love him going downhill. I feel like
True.
none of the people is about to stop that first. That first person ain't gonna make it if he get 5 to 10 yards head of steam. And I feel like that's where we can utilize him and move Cam Akers to the number 2 running back
I
position
think he's
because
already that. He's already
that
that.
that man proved it. Like
Yeah, he's
he
already that.
clearly knows how to run with the system. That's the thing that was apparent, right? It was the same line. Like you were like, what's the difference? Damien can't get but 1 yard per carry, but then Cam comes in right after him with the same players, and then he's averaging 4.5 yards and gets a touchdown in every game. Like just productive, straight productivity. And it's like it was too clear. That's what it was sad. Like either we use him where we can utilize Damian Pierce like the kickoff returns, and then have Cam as the backup to Joe Mixon because that I think that'll be a hell of a 1-2 punch. Cam has proven me. I didn't know what to expect off of two ACL injuries.
Oh, for sure. Facts. That's the one thing. He gotta stay healthy. Hopefully he does. Not gonna wood. He
Yeah,
gotta stay
for real.
healthy.
But he like one of them unicorns too, though. Remember, he the
Yeah,
one that came back and helped win the Super Bowl, and he was out for 6 months from an ACL. And he was like, "How the hell is he playing
Man,
in
I love
6 months?"
Cam Akers in college, bro. I thought he was gonna be a superstar when he got to the league. He was fast as hell. He's still fast as hell, but
Mhm.
he couldn't stay healthy.
injury hurts. Injury hurts.
He could have
But
picked
I
a
got
better
I got
school.
the Texans as well, going to continue um to lead the division, but I think it's gonna be like last year, how it's gonna be. It's gonna just be decided by one more game between the Texans and the Colts. If Anthony Richardson has the season I'm expecting him to have, he could come in and suck. But if it's the season I expect them to have, looking at their schedule, I think the Colts can win 11, 12 games as well. Um, Jaguars, I don't know, but I think I'm a little more higher on the Titans than some people. If Will Levis, he has some weapons,
Hell no.
so he can. I think he can still make something happen. Maybe I don't know, but I, the Jaguars trade Trevor Lawrence. I feel like there's something else Doug Peterson can unlock with him, where he takes it another step. Because like he just this is his first year in the system, so I think he's gonna be more comfortable next year. And you see, I can't forget or unseen what I saw with the Clemson when he was with Clemson, how comfortable he looks when he's comfortable in the offense, how great he can be. And I think after a second year, he can be comfortable
Yeah.
in this offense with another weapon, all the weapons that they have too. I know he's in his third year, but the first year was with Ohio State old head coach Urban Meyer, and that wasn't good. But
Yeah.
it's still the Texans. That's the best division team in the division, and CJ for MVP. I think it's gonna happen. I think he's just gonna ball out, keep the completion. Receivers are there. Stephon Diggs is there. Boy, whew, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be a nice receiving side. But
Definitely
yeah,
nice
so we
offense.
all are on the Texans. So
A year too late.
we are moving to
A year too late.
NFC South, which is the Eagles. Nope, I'm
NFC
not. I
South.
lied. The Tampa Bay
What?
Buccaneers, the New Orleans Saints,
Falcons
the
and the Panthers.
Atlanta Falcons, and the Carolina Panthers. I'm gonna go ahead and go say the Falcons. I got the Falcons coming in. Kirk Cousins doing his thing with all these offensive weapons around him. Bijan Robinson about to go crazy. Kyle Pitts might actually have a good year finally and play it up to his potential. Kirk Cousins, you know what you're gonna get from him, and I like looking at their schedule. It just looks like a lot of dubs.
Nah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you get
I got them at
Atlanta
12 and
home
5.
rocking, man, they got a lot of home like a lot
I
of
got them at
easy
12 and
wins
5.
on the schedule. So like it can they can. I'm looking at some streaks, like some good 5 game win streaks at least once. But I got the Falcons at they're gonna win the division. And then the Bucks, Saints, then Panthers. I hopefully
Same.
something good comes from the Panthers. Like Bryce Young, just not. You have to be better, right? That's the bright side for him. Like you can't be worse than what you did last season. Um, and then the Bucks. I don't know. The Bucks always hangs around, and I didn't like Baker. Mike Evans is still there. They got a squad, but it's the Falcons to lose. So I got the Falcons coming out in the NFC South.
Yeah,
Same.
I got the same. I got definitely the same. Falcons barely over. I got a little bit. I don't like is a strong word, but I respect Tampa Bay and I feel like Baker Mayfield has got a rapport there, but like the receivers there and whatnot. So I mean, um, but and then the Saints and the Panthers. I don't really have much to say about either one of them this year. Yeah, no, it's the Falcons. But this division as a whole, compared to the ones we've already talked to, is definitely on the lower end of the totem pole.
Lopsided. Yeah.
Yep.
What you got, Coop?
Oh, I got the Falcons. I got them at 12 and 5.
Oh,
Yeah. Nah, yeah, their schedule looks good, bro. I got them at 12. Like Brandon said, I got them with a few win streaks, at least like 2 or 3, 4
yeah,
or
they
5
got a
win streaks.
solid team. They barely missed the playoffs last year.
Exactly.
They
Yeah, and
all
the
they
year
need is a
before that.
quarterback. Quote, you did your research. How many primetime games do they play? And I'm being serious.
I think like you're right. I ain't even factor that in.
Like I'm not even joking because I wish it was a joke, but something happens to that dude.
Yeah,
Well,
he does.
the second game is one.
Oh,
The third game is another.
oh,
The sixth game.
Yeah, they play us week 2. Monday Night Football. For them to
oh!
lose.
Look, that's
It's
L.
three,
No, yeah, I got it. Sure.
four.
Yeah. You ain't gotta say it.
It's
And the
four.
Raiders,
Four, but the four one.
remember?
The one, yeah, the Raiders one. I think he can overcome
Yeah.
that just because the Bucks. Ooh, they're all.
That's gonna.
Chiefs,
I'm gonna get that
the
to the Bucks.
Eagles.
Nah, let me see that. What
Yeah,
Bucks
those
got?
those are the ones that
Eagles,
like
Bucks,
those were the ones already marked as L for
L's.
most of
Yeah,
them
yeah,
though.
same.
Raiders. Yeah.
Like I didn't have them beating the Eagles. So it really doesn't change the fact that like those ones we had losing anyway.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I got them at 12-5, bro. They gotta,
so it's not
and it
big.
could be really
You got 12.
13 and
All right.
4 if they handle their business. I got them losing
It
one
could
time
be
to
13,
I got
and
them
if they
losing.
get
I
a
got
home
them
field
exactly.
advantage in that
I
dome,
I got them losing one time to I think the Saints or the Buccaneers. If they handle up against the team, I think they should be better than
Yeah.
that.
I feel you.
They could be 13 wins, but we'll see how Kirk
They
play.
do got a pretty cake schedule.
They got a cake schedule, bro.
Heard.
did you give him? Did you give him an L for the Cowboys?
Let me see. Get my notes out here. Cowboys. I
Cowboys
have
go to
them
Atlanta.
Because I
beating the
gave him an L for
Cowboys.
that, but that could be one. You do okay? Because that one's at home for them too. That's what I was about to say. Like that can be one. But okay, cool. So we all on the Falcons. Anyone else want to add anything about the NFC? Ross, I don't think
Tennessee South? No.
No, I think it's gonna be
NFC
Falcons.
South.
Tampa's gonna put up a fight.
We're good.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, moving on to the West side, AFC West, which
No,
is
no, 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 no.
Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs.
The Raiders.
Who y'all got?
Come on now.
Easy.
My homie.
I can't vote against Patrick
I was
Mahomes.
about
I'm
to
gonna
say,
tell you
Anything else
that.
y'all
I
want
can't.
to add about that division?
It's
No.
That's that
No.
man's
That's
division.
it.
Yeah.
it's hard to go
Nope.
against him, bro. I
Just
did it
like
one
Tom
time
Brady
on my
was.
parlay, and
Oh,
I
yes.
never do it again.
Never again. You know better.
Never again.
So the question,
But
real question is, who's gonna be second in that
I'm
division?
about to say that. I'm about to say
Coming two in
I think
division. Yeah.
it's the Chargers. It has
I
to
got
be.
the Chargers. I
It has to be.
Yeah, I got the Chargers, Vegas,
Has to be.
Broncos.
It's a bad season, bro. If they finish behind
Chargers.
the Raiders or the Broncos, it's a bad season for Justin Herbert too. Like we gotta start calling
Even
him
as a
like calling
first year
everybody else
head
now.
coach. Well, first
Yeah.
year head coach for
Cause
the
yeah, Harbaugh.
He,
Cause you ain't gotta prove us
he been
nothing. We know what
nigga
you
been
can
to the
do.
Super Bowl. I'm not trying to hear that first year head coach shit.
Yeah. And you just won a
No, I'm not
championship
trying
in
to hear that shit.
college.
I'm not trying to
You
hear
know
that shit.
football, nigga. Get it together.
Quarterback. That quarterback been in the league.
Talk to him, Phil, because
you know
yeah.
football.
No, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Nah, bro. Yeah, them same talks
And
we
you
have
like to
about
go ahead, coach.
Lamar and
Oh,
everybody else, Jalen and shit, Justin, Josh Allen, all of them. Yeah, he gonna come on, buddy. You in this too now. They say you always
keep
you
that
do you're
same
the
energy.
prototype. You're so
Quarterback
talented.
whisperer. Okay.
All that. Yeah. If y'all have a worse season than the Las Vegas Raiders or the Denver Broncos, it's a bad season, bro. It's time to start bringing people to the forefront. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And the team is talented too. I mean, they lost their receiver,
Yeah.
but the receivers. But I think he's
And
talented. He
running
should be
back.
talented enough.
And running back.
They ain't losing nothing with Austin Eckler, bro. He's 30 years old. He's slower than niggas grandpas. Nigga, I ain't trying to hear that shit. He not going to Washington and making no difference in my opinion. I think he might hurt Jaden Daniels in this season. I don't know. Like I'm not worried about Austin Eckler, bro. So nah.
That's the cut right there.
Offensive coordinator, I'll give you that. They lost Kellen Moore. They did lose Kellen Moore. But
Yes, sir. Thank
other
you.
than that,
Yeah.
but you brought in, like you said, Ross said, the quarterback whisperer, the guru, all that. Let's see what he
And
do.
then he likes to run the ball, and you
Yeah.
got a stable running backs. So what do you need? What's happening? We gave you everything you need. You got a solid quarterback and stable running backs, and you like to do the play action. And I think it'll be nice seeing him do the play action down deep if his receivers stay healthy, because them motherfuckers keep getting hurt. They got hurt all last season. How do I know? Because
But
I had them on my damn fantasy.
it's different players now, though. They both gone. Mike Williams and
No, I was talking about Palmer. Palmer's good, but he just keep getting hurt.
Palmer. Yeah.
Mike
He's straight. He's straight.
Yeah, I think he's a receiver one for that team. I think he's a receiver
Exactly
one
my
for that
point.
team. Every time I watch that dude
That's
play,
not good. That's not a good
Paul says that
thing.
he's nice. Yeah.
Not a good
No, it isn't because what's that dude from TCU?
Johnson.
Quentin Johnston, bro, can't catch the ball for shit, bro. I saw him have like 4 drops in one game.
But if he turn it on, I think this will be the year to turn it on, bro. Come on, figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. You it's all up to him. All right, cool. So we get all good with the AFC West. Now let's go to the NFC West. I don't know. I might surprise some people
We
on
all
this one,
chalk right now, bro.
which
Everybody
is
chalk. We all chalk picks.
yeah.
That's
You're
all
right.
chalk picks.
Not this one. I got something for
That
this one. So we
me.
got
Okay, let's see.
the Rams, Seattle, San Francisco, Arizona.
He's going to LA Bud too much, bro.
Let's
He's
go.
not.
You go first,
Yeah.
Coop. Go
You
ahead.
already know what it is.
I got San Fran, bro. The offense is two stacked, defense two stacked.
You got
They
San
getting their
Fran.
starting. Yeah, they getting their starting safety back who didn't play in the playoff games or in the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, the team is just if Brock Purdy, unless he just shit the bed and he just gonna blow his back. Because if he just played anything like he played last year, he's getting 50 million a year. Like, all he has to do is just lay low, complete
Yeah,
some weak
chill.
ass passes, chill out a little bit, don't do nothing stupid, and lead your team at least to the playoffs, go deep in the playoffs. He ain't gotta go to Super Bowl. I think he did just enough to see Kyle Shanahan to see, okay, this is a guy I can grow with. So I think if he just play it right, the offense is too talented not to be at least deep in the playoffs. So I got San Fran winning the division.
Coop, the fact that you said that
Okay.
made me realize the
What
Eagles
else?
have to win
What do you
very
got?
soon.
I want to hear. I want to hear the rest. You got the
What you mean?
like what the other teams looking like.
I got told all. Give me 1 second. Nigga. 1 second. Okay, I
Hmm.
got Arizona 6-11. I got Seattle 7-10 or 8-9. I got one of those divisional games flipping. They can win it or they can lose it. They the fuck they play. And I got yeah. I ain't do LA because I couldn't find the fucking schedule. But I'm sure I got them probably like 10 wins somewhere around there. I have them winning a lot of divisional games, especially against like the Cardinals
Okay.
and Seattle. So, and I got them splitting with San Fran. I got them winning at home and losing on the road. So I feel like they're gonna be 10 games, around 10, 11 games. It depends how they, around 10, 11. I know that's what you got though. I know you're on the
Okay.
LA, but I
What
already
you got,
know. I
Ross?
see it in your face, bro.
Oh, San
See it in
Fran,
your face,
bro.
nigga.
What's
I,
it?
See it in your face, nigga.
because they got everything. You know what I'm saying? They got both their players back. They got their left tackle back. They got
Mm-hmm.
everything as last year and the year before and the year before and the year before and the year before. So they're a well-oiled machine. So they should just really own the division. But I can see the Rams giving a really good fight throughout the season and nipping at the bud. But San Fran just got everything right now. And so barring injuries, of course, it's gonna be San Fran all the way. Unfortunately.
Yep.
Okay, Phil, what you got?
I mean, San Fran is pretty good.
Womp womp.
Nah, it's San Fran. Obviously for all the reasons that everybody already spoke. Um, then the Rams. I think Kyler Murray stopped playing his video games as much. I feel like Cardinals, then the Seahawks. I think the Cardinals is gonna be third in that division for some reason or another. Probably solely on just watching him play when he played the Texans. I'm like, the dude got a lot of talent, and I don't know why he just can't put it together. But I'll say this year he'll put some shit together. Some shit together.
I feel like, come on, man.
Come on, hot take.
Yeah, come on,
But
bro. Like, come on, bro. Come
I,
on,
I'm
man.
I am going with the Rams actually. Yeah. The
Oh,
reason why I'm
Oh
going with the
shit,
Rams
really?
is
What?
I didn't see
I'm
that coming.
going.
How much are
You
they
done?
paying you for
Y'all
this?
done? Thank you. You're not paying me shit.
Who paying you?
But I the reason why I'm going for the Rams is because I don't trust Purdy. I feel like
I like that. I like that
there's some
reason though.
things there's some
I
smart
like that
coaches
reason.
out there, and that like I feel like he's gonna get exposed this year. He's still gonna play good enough
Mm.
because fucking The head
Talent.
coach is great at drawing up plays, just giving the balls in the right people's hands and whatnot. But also, you have Christian McCaffrey with a calf strain. That shit hurts. I had like a lower level, but recovery from that, and there's a trend with Christian McCaffrey: good injured, good injured, good injured. So you're telling me McCaffrey not going to be 100%? He's not 100% going into the season. It's not going to get better, especially as a running back. It's not about to get better. And I was watching that receivers, and Debo's shoulder's been fucked up. Like it's fucked up. They're all like borderline injury prone at this point. Thank God they signed Brandon Ayuk. And then on top of that, it's all the noise this offseason. I feel like it's gonna buzz around the locker room. It's saying like, if I play good, am I gonna have to have a contract talk to? It's gonna have to be in some of these players' minds. Like it's there for a reason. I think because that's in some players' minds. It takes one bad game. If they lose to the Jets starting off, that's gonna be something. And then I just have also like if it goes downhill from there, it's by the time they play the Rams the third game, I don't know. I just feel like they're just so close to being injury prone that none of them are truly healthy. That one of them is going to get that bug, and if so, it's going to be downhill from there. And I don't trust Purdy to make something happen when one of them out. They showed it when Debo was out. He couldn't win a game with Debo out. So when one person's not in line with the team, Purdy does not do well. So like they won on that like lost two, 3 games in a row last year and whatnot. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't trust Purdy enough personally. He's Garoppolo basically, and that's not good. And the Rams, they did something very interesting. They've been drafting like for the past year a lot of defensive players. They're young and they're coming into it, and you have Puka Nacua doing what he can do, and their head coach is going to draw some plays from him. He's great at getting specific people open. You have Cup and Puka who coming into the season healthy, and then Kyron Williams were hurt last year, and McVay likes to run the ball first. You saw what he did. What's that? Todd Gurley. He still has like records that haven't been touched yet, and he's been out the season for a while. You know what I'm saying? So like, everyone come back. Kyron Williams was like broke 1,000 yards. He even played the full season, started the full season. So he's great at drawing up these plays, and I just think with a young
About the
defense coming into it, yeah, it hurts. You're not gonna replace Aaron Donald. You're not gonna replace Aaron Donald, but just Sean McVay being what it is, and then Matt Stafford all coming back healthy. I was looking at the schedule earlier. I have them winning like a good 8 in a row starting off until like they lose to the Eagles. Like if you look at their roster group, like if they can overcome San Francisco, they can wipe through. So I think I got the Rams coming in.
I have them
at
beating San
1.
Francisco week 3.
You think you got them beating the
Yeah, and then
Lions
keep,
in the
keep
first
looking,
week?
keep looking at it. I think they can beat the Lions. Yeah, because
No,
that's gonna
yeah, I
be
have
a
them losing
revenge
to the
game for
Lions.
both. So
I
like,
have them losing to the Lions.
I think I
So
got
your
them because it was a close game when they played in the
in
playoffs, and now
your
they're coming
eight
back with a full
games
healthy team.
in your 8 games, they playing the Lions, the 49ers, the Bears, which I
Yep,
mean it's still
yep.
that's electric offense, and the Packers.
There you go. You got Arizona,
you got them confident in
the
all
Packers.
those
Yes,
games. You can
I
sit here
think
and
they're
say the
better than the
Rams, you got
Packers,
them
especially at
confident in
home.
all
That
of
that
those
game's at
games.
home. This game's gonna be at SoFi Stadium. Yeah, I think they're beating the Packers that round. They're beating the Raiders. They're beating the Vikings. They can beat the Seahawks. They can beat the
The,
Dolphins. Then the Patriots, and then
I
the
have them
Eagles.
losing to
I
the
Li-
can see
Packers.
them going and
Lions
losing
is
to
at
the
home.
Eagles.
I have them
The
losing to the
Lions are
Packers.
at home, and the Bears
I
is at
understand
home.
that. You had Sean McVay had a whole preseason to get ready for this game. That's why I have him. I feel like his game planning is elite, and you have a whole season to get ready for the Lions. You don't think, and he knows what Jared Goff can do and can't do, but he has a whole season to prepare for this. Like if the Lions game was anywhere in between, maybe you have a point. But for me, I saw that Lions game. I'm like, oh, Sean McVay's going to win this first game. He's going to be locked in and just go straight through. Like no one's going to prepare like him, in my opinion.
We beat
But
the
I
defense.
got the Rams coming out of this
They
at the
they
division.
playing a team though. The Lions ain't gonna be prepared. The Lions
That's what I'm
Brandon,
gonna-
saying. About the
Brandon, you're the
defense.
one
I'm not
who
saying it's
always
going to be
talks
easy.
about. You're the one who
I'm not
always
going
talks
to be.
about chips on his shoulder. You don't think he has a chip on his shoulder,
Yeah.
Jared Goff? He got a good team with him now. He's like, oh no, I'm about to bust
He
y'all
got that
ass.
chip off his shoulder last year.
No,
He
hell
beat them in
no.
the playoffs.
That's always gonna be
Okay,
there, bro.
but
Yeah, I think like it's always gonna be there, bro. That's the team
I'm
that traded me. I went to y'all to the Super Bowl. Y'all traded me. Yeah, that's never going away.
we shall see. But
Yeah.
so for the West, everyone got San Francisco. I
You got
have the Rams, but
I'm
I
not mad
like.
at that pick, man.
I
Not
feel
mad
like
at it.
Kyler Murray's gonna have Kyler Murray gonna win comeback player of the year. I think he's gonna win a comeback player of the year. I think he's gonna have a good season. The dude's he's still talented. People like forget that we were talking about he was like top 10 for sure, but possibly top 5 quarterbacks at the time when he was like had DeAndre Hopkins and the boys balling out. Like he's still him. I think he's still a really great quarterback. I think if he stays healthy, he's gonna have a comeback player of the year with Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's gonna have comeback player of the year. All eyes on that. I have them over the Seahawks. Honestly, I have Seahawks in the last division. I have the Cardinals because of Kyler Murray coming back, balling out like ahead of the Seahawks and then the 49ers and the Rams. That's what I got for that. So the last one is the East. Let's do AFC East.
Okay.
We got the New York Jets, the New England Patriots,
Mhm.
Miami Dolphins, and the Buffalo Bills.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Let's see what y'all got for that.
That's your division.
Yeah, let's go, B. Man,
I
kick
just
us
finished
off.
talking. It's gonna go.
Okay.
I was writing, so y'all can go ahead and go.
Closely, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with the Dolphins to win the division. Followed by the Jets. I'm not the biggest Josh Allen fan. I know he's talented, but I'm putting the Bills under the Jets. And then um, we know where the Patriots are this year, thankfully. Uh, but yeah, no, I feel like the Dolphins with Tua and Tyreek and Waddle, and I mean that offense is still there. Uh, they don't have the easiest of schedule this year either. That's why I got them neck and neck with the Jets. Um, Again, Aaron Rodgers is 100 years old, so I mean, do I have faith that he can come back from yet another injury? At this point, I do have to see it to believe it. Not anything on his pedigree. I know he's first ballot Hall of Famer quarterback or whatever, but I mean, injuries are a real thing, and age is a real thing too. So, but if he gets back to a decent form, I mean, the Jets got a solid team. So that's why I say think they're gonna be there with the Dolphins. Um, this is gonna be the Josh Allen year, if you ask me. Look, you got a new receiver, your old receiving crew left. They didn't everything is centered around you now. Ain't no excuses. So what can you really do if you really the top 3, top 5 quarterback that everybody says that you are? Make it happen. Give me the Deshaun Watson and pull the Texans out of the stumps type of a year. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like
last year
see
was
it
his Madden
Stroud.
curse. Remember
Huh?
that? He's off the Madden curse now, so he should have a bounce back year.
Yeah.
Don't sleep
I
on
need
him.
to see it. This is the excuses. It's all set up for him to like pull that team by the bootstraps. So it's like, all right, now show me. This can be his. That's why I say this is the you're gonna prove that you're a top 5 quarterback this year if you put the Bills in the playoffs or whatever.
Or
Oh, for real.
Cool. What you got, Coop?
I got the Jets winning the division. Um, I think
Hmm.
I
Okay.
think the defense is gonna carry them. I think Aaron Rodgers has like a year like Peyton Manning had, not the one where he had 50 touchdowns. The year after that, the year after that. I think when they won the Super Bowl. No, when they won the Super Bowl, because they lost it when they had the
2
50 touchdowns. But
years.
yeah, they
It was the
beat
Brock
them and
Osweiler for
yeah, yeah.
Nashville. Yeah, for scenario.
So
So
yeah, he
yeah.
have a season like that where he can lean on his defense, lean on his running game, but be clutch in the moments they need him to. Kind of like what Tom Brady did too with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like just be clutch when you need him to be that all star, be that player that we brought in to finish the game for us, that closer pretty much. I think he'll do that for them and they'll win the division. I think the Bills take a step back, got them third. I ain't gotta say the Patriots, of course, Patriots last. For the Dolphins, I got them finishing second
You have
in
to
the
say the
division.
Patriots. You're right.
Huh? but I did. They last. I finished dead
Yes.
last in the division.
What's your win total you
Dead
have for
last.
the Dolphins?
I had them 10 wins, bro. It was like 9 or 10, really. Like it's some. I
Interesting. So
had
I
them
had a
really.
little bit
Yeah, I had
different.
10. I had
Uh,
yeah 10 or 9.
okay.
They got a not a hard. But I got them losing to LA, losing to the Colts, losing to the Browns, the Bills once, the Jets once, the Packers.
You got them losing to the Browns. I don't have that. Well,
That Browns defense gonna be crazy.
okay, Ross. Who
And it's away, and it's like late.
who you
It's
got
in
coming out?
fucking December.
I
And
have
cold
the
as shit.
Jets, and yeah, my main reason is because Aaron Rodgers is petty and he has a chip on his shoulder, and he's just gonna come out and show everybody I still got it. But he's gonna do it much like what Coop was saying, in that the team is gonna carry and do everything, and I'm just gonna come in and hopefully they can win the game because Aaron Rodgers, reason why he only has one Super Bowl is because in clutch situations he does stupid stuff like try to run instead of just throwing away or see a receiver right in the back of the end zone and you miss it and y'all miss a field goal and then you don't win the game. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if he just plays his role, you got a really good running back, you got receivers, you got your team that you want, you should get it. I think the Dolphins, they're just gonna be fun to watch, but it's just I don't know. I don't see them winning the division. I think it's gonna be on Tua. I think he may be one of those players where he got the but like he's there, he's gonna get it, but something happens and it's been like that every year. So maybe this year he can take it over. But I just feel like the Jets, when it comes down to it in the wintertime, because like I was telling you the other day, it's 18 games. It's a longer season, which means you're gonna be playing when it's much colder. You got to be playing up north.
Exactly.
You got to play
Exactly.
Buffalo. You got to play fucking in New York. Like, yeah, all right, that's all cute and fun down here in the South. But you still gonna have to play them. And the division games are always at the end of the season anyway. So
Got
that's where it's gonna be, and you're gonna have that defense ready. Now, hopefully, the defense will be ready because the Dolphins were hurt a lot last year. So that's the thing. They were doing really good, and then the injury bug hit and hit and hit linebackers, receivers, running backs, everybody, one after another. So if they can stay healthy, yeah, but I'm still gonna go with the Jets.
They got the Packers in November, late November. They got the Jets in December. They got the Jets December twice, and they got the Browns in December 29th.
That's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
an
cold
ugly
as
ass
hell.
game.
All those games gonna be
Ugh.
cold, bro. And we've
Yeah,
seen what they are in the cold.
that spread off is fun, and so, but I don't know. We're gonna see if they because
I
they got
hear
some real
you.
nice running backs.
I I they do, and I was thinking about that as well. I got Miami. I got Miami and the Jets close though. I got the Miami with 12 and the Jets with 11, and I have the Bills like right next to right at the bottom. I just feel like people forget that for the Bills they were really pretty bad at the beginning of the first half of the season. They just turned it on towards the end
Yeah,
because they fired their offense coordinator. No one knew what the offense was going to be anymore, including the defense on the other side. So it was like, but I can't erase what I saw for that first half of the season. Like they were struggling and like they went on a bad. They lost to the Patriots on one of, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm like, yeah, I'm
And the
not gonna
Jets.
forget that. Josh Allen is good, but he's also a turnover machine. And I'm not sure if he has enough weapons now to get over that hump of the turnover machine to score back. You know, Gabe out, Stephon out. I don't know if he has that enough of that. But the Dolphins, I feel like they're gonna take that next step over because like we all agree like it's the code that messed with them. I think Mike McDaniels, I trust Mike McDaniels is smart enough that he knows that's the problem too, and that they need to address it like some type of way. I feel like he's gonna think of something like, okay, this is where we fucking sucked at. How can we fix it? I'm betting my money that he has a way he thought of something to go with this to fix this situation towards the end of the season. And that's why I think the Dolphins going to win. For that reason, that I'm betting my money on Mike McDaniels to make the necessary changes to have them be good at the end of the season as well. Maybe have them going to the practice a little bit earlier, practicing outside, etc., just to get acclimated with the weather at the away games. So I think because of that reason, he's going to be smart enough that they're going to overcome that problem, and overcoming that problem is going to have them win those other games towards the end of the season. And then if they can get home field advantage out, then watch out for the rest of the playoffs. But I do have the Jets right there next to them at 11, so I feel like it's going to be a game where they can go either way when they play each other. Like, hey, this game is going to decide who's going to win the division. And I think that's gonna be a very exciting game. But I have the Jets right there with 11.
You say you got the Dolphins at what, 11, 12? Hmm? Brandon? Hello?
Oh,
I
he's
didn't.
gone. It's my show
I think.
now.
I think it was about 11 and 12. Cool.
Yeah, I said 11, 12. My bad, my bad.
Okay. Because I have
I
them
feel like
starting
they're gonna
one,
be
two,
one game
three, four,
split
and
from
five.
each other.
I got
So the
them
team that
starting
wins
five
is
and
gonna be
0.
like,
Oh, go ahead.
mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah,
Talking about
5-0.
Dolphins.
Yeah, then I got them losing to the Colts. Come back week 8, beating the Cardinals, losing to the
I have
Bills
them
week
beating the
9.
Colts on that one.
Yeah, beating the Colts away.
You see it? Mm-hmm.
So you got them starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-0,
Mm-hmm.
7-0.
Miami.
Hell no.
Yeah. You don't think that's possible? They've done this before. They started off 6-0, 6-1, 7-1. The year Tua got hurt, so it's not like too completely unheard of
That
for
was
them to
a
do
while
something
ago.
like that when they're capable.
Not under
I
Mike
mean, but
McDaniels, ain't
last year,
bad.
the first 6 games, they had one game they scored like 60 points.
I
And then
mean,
One,
also
I,
two,
got
three,
70
I,
four,
points dropped on
five,
them like a week or
six,
two later.
7,
I, I
and
can't.
then losing
I'm
to
at
the
least
8,
5.
lose
I
to
mean, I can
Dolphins,
see 5.
beat the
I can see
Raiders,
Exactly.
5. I
beat
can
the
see 5.
Patriots.
That's
I
why I
can
got them
see
losing
5.
to.
I think that
Okay.
Indianapolis, they're coming
Thank
off a
you.
bye week though. So I
Thank.
mean,
Yeah, that is true too. They'll come out about a week, but it's a tough road game, I think.
yeah, yeah. It's hard. It's hard to play it in what's their nickname, the Loud House.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Even
Then I
so,
got
they
them
can start
losing.
off 6-1.
Yeah, okay. Cardinals,
It's
Bills,
just,
Bills,
Rams.
it's
I
just.
Bills,
agree. Agree.
Bills, and
I
Rams.
agree. Matter of fact, to be honest with you,
Yeah,
Brandon, like I
that
got I
one.
got Miami winning the division too, and I think it's solely because of the beginning part of their schedule. Like
But then
I feel like
they're
it's like
Minnesota
it's gonna be rough at the back end of it, but I do think, like Brandon said, they can be one of those teams that run out to like 9-1 or like
Teams
nine
can
and
get
two or
better.
whatever. And but then like once they hit week 13 and then they go Green Bay, Jets, Texans,
I feel like
49ers,
not
That's
only
what
that,
happened
it's
Browns,
last
like
season.
Jets. That's like
he's
That's why
he's
That's what
gonna
happened last
I
season.
don't I
he's
don't have them
he's
beating the
gonna he's
Rams
gonna
though.
figure out this run game though.
I don't have them beating the Rams.
No,
You
I
got
don't
them
have them
beating
beating
the
the
Rams,
Rams.
Brandon? You got them beating the Bills week 9?
No,
That's what I'm saying. That's
no, I
when
think they're gonna lose
that's
to the
when them
Bills in
L's
week 9.
you do.
Those division games, yeah. Like
So you
they're
got
gonna win one of the division games. The Bills are
yeah.
gonna
I
win
got
one
them
of the
winning one
division
of them. I
games.
got them winning one. I got them winning the first one week 2 when they at home. I got them losing the
Hmm.
week 9. So then yeah,
Hmm.
I got them beating the Raiders, beating the Patriots again, losing to the Packers at Green Bay, a primetime game at night. That's Thanksgiving. It's gonna be cold as
Prime
shit
time
in Green
game.
Bay. Then
That's
I
I
a
mean,
got
but
The
them
even
frozen tundra.
Then I got them beating
I,
I got them
again,
beating the Jets week
again though.
14, and then losing
I
to the
think
Texans.
I'm telling you I haven't beaten the Packers. Like I have them like overcoming these cold things. As you remember, you see what I'm
How
saying?
do
I
you
said at the
overcome
beginning,
that though?
I see them having an answer. Run the ball with two great running backs. I feel like now they
But their
realize
running
what
backs are
HN
not.
can do with them. They and see what Morrison does. This. Go ahead.
That's not what they do. They don't run in between the tackles. They run outside.
Yeah, a lot of their stuff is like spread offense type
I
shit. So
know
he's gonna
that,
have to
but
change his
speed,
whole
and
offense.
that's
I
how you nullify
I'm saying
speed. It's
I'm
cold.
betting I'm betting on McDaniels to have a plan to answer those questions. I don't know what that is. I'm betting on him being a smart man and how he make adjustments on the fly and like can just draw up great plays. That he's gonna make something with his offense to fill out the holes. Like I think they know that coming into the preseason. Like, all right, this is where we're good at. This is where we're bad at. What do we need to fix? I think he's gonna have an answer to those solutions. I don't know what it is now, and for that reasons why I think he's going to win. I like those cold games like that losing record or tied record he had. I don't think that's gonna happen again. I'm betting on McDaniels. That's why I'm betting on the Dolphins. Is what I'm saying. Personally,
No,
I have it more on McDaniels making the right adjustments. Teach
cool.
his own.
that
All right.
back half of
Now
it,
we have
That
Phil on the
shit tough,
Dolphins,
Phil.
Coop with the Jets,
That back
Ross with the
half is
Jets,
tough. I
and
got
me with
one,
the
two, three,
Dolphins.
3 L's in
And
a row. Nigga.
then
I'm about to say, but for the Jets and the Dolphins, boy, that back end of that schedule is gonna be rough.
I didn't see the Jets. Let me see the Jets.
The
the
Jets they
NFC
last they play Seattle,
East,
Miami,
which is the
Jacksonville, the
Eagles,
Rams, Buffalo, and then Miami again.
Commanders,
Yeah, it's not too bad.
and Dallas. Who y'all got in the NFC East?
You know who we got, bro.
Stop playing.
I ain't gotta say nothing. Nigga.
You want to say anything on it? You want to say
You
all
see it?
Eagles? We're
You
all
see
Eagles?
it?
Cool. We just go with all Eagles.
All Eagles.
You sick?
All day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Anyone
Washington
disagree?
struggling though.
Phil?
I have Washington struggling this year.
Washington and the Giants gonna be struggling. I feel like Cowboys ain't gonna be as good as people think.
I got the Cowboys at 11-6. They got a pretty tough schedule as well.
Maybe 11.
You had the Giants winning the division. I mean, Daniel Jones, we trust. Am I right?
Oh my god.
Am I right? No, it's me.
1000% right.
It's just me.
All about
Oh,
Daniel.
okay. Y'all sleep. Y'all sheep. Y'all sheep is what y'all are.
Nigga knocked out.
Mhm.
Nigga is knocked out. They about to go
All
get
right.
Shador.
But with all right, so with that being said, we have for our division leaders. For
We
the
all chalk,
NFC,
bro. Some gonna be crazy.
it can't all be right, right?
Yeah, that's
We have the Lions, Falcons, the 49ers for some, and
Eagles.
Lions, Falcons, 49ers, Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
AFC, Texans.
Mm.
Well, let me put Rams over here for Brandon. Texans, Jets slash Dolphins, the Chiefs,
And the Ravens.
and the Ravens. Cool. So, AFC, who y'all have as the number one seed?
And we want to go all the way through the wild cards too. We want to go 1 through 7 because we know the 4 divisions. I guess we could pick
Well,
all 3
I want to
wild.
know the number one seed first. Number one seed in each division first, because we have 4 teams already to choose from that before we go down the line.
I have the Ravens and Lions number one seeds.
Ravens, Lions, full loss. Okay, so they get the first bye.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Phil?
I don't want to say the same thing. But I am though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Coop.
I want to say Chiefs, Eagles. Well, I think it's gonna be Ravens, Eagles.
Okay,
Fly, Eagles, fly. Didn't you say we were going to win like 11 games though?
No, I got it at 13.
At 13?
okay.
Yeah, schedule.
For me, I got the Chiefs, and I got the Falcons.
How many games you got the Falcons winning?
Based on total wins, they're gonna have 12.
Mm. So you don't think San Francisco or the Eagles are going to win?
That's what I put down.
I only got us losing to Ross to
No,
the
I told you I don't
Bengals.
trust San Francisco to win the division.
I
Oh,
got
yeah.
us losing to the Bengals, the Rams,
Really?
the Cowboys, and the Ravens. That's it. Everybody else, I think
I don't like those.
we went winning though. Like for real, everybody else. we're gonna beat the. I think beat the Falcons week 2. Beat tomorrow tough games in my opinion. Beat the Falcons week 2. Beat the Browns week 6.
I feel like
That
we
should
could
be.
lose to the Browns. I hate playing the Browns. I feel like that might be a game we lose. I think that
It
might be one
could.
of.
It could, but hope not, because I think we'll lose to the Bengals.
I don't think we'll lose to the Bengals, honestly.
All right,
I'm
cool.
not afraid of Bengals,
DBs, I got
So
DBs.
but I think we'll get
we
off
all
to a
right.
rough.
So for Ross, we got Ross and Phil's, the Ravens, the Lions as the
Yeah.
first seed. Coop, Chiefs, Eagles, and myself, Chiefs, Falcons. I honestly could see the Falcons getting 13 wins looking back at it, but
Ooh,
I,
that's
I
a
was being
stretch,
generous to
boy.
say safe at 12. But
Being
look at that
generous.
schedule and tell me you don't agree. Look at the schedule.
Okay,
I think
I
the
don't
Falcons are getting
agree.
12 wins, bro.
I
You
have 12. I have one or
think
W.
now 12 wins?
I
Thank
count
you.
12, and I can see I got them 12 and 5. I can see 13. It depends. It's a divisional game. I
At
count it.
13, you can see. That's what I'm saying. I can see
It's a
13.
divisional game.
Yeah.
But
All right,
the
cool. Like y'all want to
Falcons
do
is
your
gonna lose
wild
the game.
cards?
Yeah.
The Falcons, they will lose that motherfucker.
That's cool.
Wild cards.
Um, wild card. So, yeah. So we already have. Let's do AFC wild cards first, right? So as of right now, we have the Texans, Jets slash Dolphins, the Chiefs, and Ravens. So who are the remaining teams? Was that three more? Yeah, three more wild card. Three wild cards. Because it was two and they switched to three. Yeah, it's three. So who's your three wild cards?
Mm.
You got yours already, Coop?
Yeah. You ready?
Go for it.
Bengals,
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
Dolphins, and the Chargers.
What you got, Ross?
I got the Colts, I got the Dolphins, and I got the Bengals.
Phil.
All right. I have the Jets since I went with the Dolphins. The Bengals. Uh, it's really like Colts and honestly the Browns for me. Something wants me to say the
Oh,
Browns sneak
damn it.
in. I
Forgot
think
about
the
the
Browns.
Browns.
I really
Yeah,
think the
I might
Browns.
take mine away. Take them Dolphins out of there. Give me the Browns, bro.
With the Browns.
Look at their
Yeah,
schedule.
Deshaun
Hold on.
Watson. That was my sleeper. Like the Browns and the Jets were, or not Jets. The Browns and the Dolphins were 1 and 2. I just don't know how Deshaun Watson's gonna do. But they have a good defense. But they always have a good defense. They have good running backs. They always have good running backs. But then they don't make it. So it's all about Deshaun Watson. So if he can do it, but I feel like the Dolphins are a more steadfast team. Like they're gonna get, like you said, you're gonna get those 7, 8 wins early, so you can kind of struggle and limp into the playoffs with 10 wins, 10, 11. And that division, everybody's gonna beat up on each other. Everybody's gonna beat up on each other. I think they may all split their games.
Hopefully for Pittsburgh's sake, right?
Yeah.
Right.
They hope they can
For
split all their
me,
games with
I
the
got
division.
I got the Jets, Bengals, Chargers. But I kind of want to put the Colts in there. But the only reason I won't put the Colts in there, I just believe the Chargers going to have a better division record than the
Mm.
Colts. That's going to have the Colts to miss the playoffs, is what I personally think. And I think it's the same thing with the Browns. I think they're going to have a not as good because I feel like the Colts, Chargers, and Browns are going to have all the same record around the 10, 11 game wins. But I think Chargers going to have the most divisional wins. And that's like how the tiebreaker goes. I think that was like the first one. And then the head to head matchup as well. But that's why I have the Jets, Bengals, Chargers. So
I can see
that's
that.
for the wild card. Let's do the NFC wild card. wild card. I'm gonna go first. I got San Francisco. I got the Packers. And the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta be Cowboys.
Yeah. Um, was really looking for another answer. I really didn't see one.
No.
They got to make it to the playoffs so they can lose in the first round.
Unless maybe the Bucks. I don't trust the Bucks more than the Packers. But yeah.
Nah.
So who y'all got?
I got the Packers, I got the Rams, and I got the Cowboys. Of course,
Yeah.
you got to. They're gonna be a good team. They just hate your fans.
Same with you, Coop.
Yeah. Cowboys, Rams, Packers.
Yeah,
And
same,
Phil.
same. Not really much
Same.
to
All
add.
right.
And when you look at the NFC, it's like a complete like line, right? Like I feel like it wasn't hard to come to those names at
At
all.
all. That's I'm looking at I'm looking at the teams like there's nobody I think that's gonna have a crazy
Yeah,
season.
are we gonna say Tampa Bay is gonna be better than any of these three teams? I don't
I
think so.
think Tampa Bay. I got Tampa Bay 9-8, 8-9,
Right,
mediocre, right around the
right.
Yeah, I
But
like
but
Tampa Bay.
With
we
that
all
being
like
said,
if
before I move on,
anybody from the NFC South, whoever wins the division is the only one making the playoff. That's the
Exactly.
division that everybody's gonna beat up on, like when it comes to playoff time. So it's like who got that 7-10 record that's gonna make the playoff?
Exactly. Go
Yeah.
ahead, bro.
so with that being said, before I finish the other teams, like the playoff picture, any sleeper picks
Mm.
that can sneak their way into the playoffs? Just playoffs, not win the whole thing, but sleeper that can sneak their way into the playoffs.
On each side,
Yeah, let's start with the NFC. Anyone at all? It doesn't have. You don't have to have one if you don't have one.
I mean, I would say the Bucks. They were the only team I can think of that got a lot of talent. Was in the playoffs last year. Um, they can be because everybody is high on the Falcons right now. Everybody's loving what they seeing with the Falcons. So I can see them going under the radar and winning a couple more divisional games and sneaking in, doing something crazy.
And NFC, to be honest with you, only thing
What about you, Phil?
I'm sorry, the only team I really see is honestly is the Bears, and that's because of the wild card dynamic. Right, there's no film
Mm,
on all these players playing together with Caleb Williams, nor with Keenan Allen in their system. You know what I mean? Nor with Adunze. Like, there's no film on what they're gonna do together. So it can all be they need chemistry, but they could get chemistry early, and teams don't know what to do with all of those different pieces. So I mean, if I had a sleeper pick, it would be like oh, we caught you off guard, and now you got to figure out how to stop it in the middle of the game. You know what I mean? Not
okay.
necessarily complete game
Hmm.
plan for it. It's like you see it, now you got to adjust and see how you're gonna stop it. Now that you've seen it in your face. Not saying that obviously I didn't pick them to make the playoffs, but you get what I mean. If we're
Hmm.
gonna do a sleeper, like that's the wild card. That it's like I don't think there's a real answer for it yet. So I can see them catching one of them lower wild card teams off guard.
Okay. So for me, I got the Cardinals and the Vikings as a sleeper pick. I feel like if it's the Cardinals, it's going to be because I'm betting my money on Kyler Murray just having a breakout season where he's just like back on that elite level. Again, it's a sleeper pick, dark horse, you would say. And the Vikings, I trust the play calling, and Sam Darnold's not horrible with a great play caller. I think he could have potentially a Baker Mayfield type comeback. Well, maybe not really like Baker Mayfield, but have a successful season for the first time. I should say, because he has a great play caller and some great weapons around him. But those are my quote unquote sleeper type picks because like unrealistic, but maybe. Who you got rostered in NFC for a sleeper pick?
NFC will probably have to be Tampa. I think that, and what I mean by
Tampa.
sleeper, they wouldn't just get into the playoffs because we feel like they could get in. I think they would be like, oh shit, this seems pretty good. Like they would have to be solidly really really good. I don't think it's
Hmm.
gonna happen, but I think that would be the only team that would be like, oh wow, like okay, Baker's really into it now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got his feet settled in. You know, second season, him and Mike Evans are on it. You know what I'm saying? Gets another 1,000 yard season. Godwin's not hurt. You know what I'm saying? You got all these people and you're kind of more steady and you're playing in a trashy division. You probably could be the team that, you sneak around and Kirk Cousins does some bullshit. Now you're in division and you're, a seed, a top seed in it. And you get home field advantage in the playoffs like they have been doing the last couple of seasons somehow, some way, So I feel like they're not too far from that.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, going forward, AFC sleeper.
Hmm.
Do you have one, Coop?
Thinking. Go ahead. Go somewhere. I'm thinking.
Sleeper,
Okay.
AFC sleeper. You want me to
So
go?
for me, it's like a
What?
sleeper on a dark horse. Yeah, go for it, Phil. Yeah, go for it.
I'm finally gonna say something positive about them, but it would be like the Colts for me, because of y'all and the Anthony Richardson dynamic. Um, it's kind of what I just said about the Bears, right? Like it seen 2 games of him, not I mean 4 games of him, not a lot of film on him, and he was pretty good with running or whatnot. If he can stay healthy a full season with the Colts, because the Colts had a solid team last year, just didn't have a really good quarterback to do anything with it. So I mean, if he can be good, he can elevate them up to like make the playoffs and at least scare some teams, right? Like keep the ball away from. Like the thing is, how do you try to beat Patrick Mahomes? Don't give him the ball, and that would involve having a very strong running game. So keep the ball, keep the time of possession, and that's where I think the Colts, especially with Taylor as their running back, can like utilize that as their strength. So that would be my sleeper pick. Just don't have me saying too many more nice things about the Colts.
Yeah, if I'm gonna stay in the division,
Understandably so.
I'm gonna stay in the division. I'm gonna go with the Jags. I think everybody's high on the Texans. Everybody's high on other teams. I don't think nobody worry about the Jags, but they have the talent. They have a quarterback who's talented enough. They have a head coach who's been to the Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl. I think if they can just tap into their potential and reach it, this season, they can stick up on the team and do like they did the Chargers that one year. Came back with 27-0, like and do something well in the playoffs. I think if there's any team in AFC I see doing it because everybody else is kind of stacked. Like you look at the Dolphins, I don't have them going to the playoffs, but I think they're a team that they should be. Honestly, nobody else in the conference really. I can see they all young teams like the Broncos. It would be a sleeper, but that would be some Cinderella shit. That wouldn't be sleeper, nigga. That
For
would be
real.
Cinderella story type. And the Raiders as well. So I do think that it'll be for me. It'll be the Jags because they have the talent. There's no like they're sleeping. Everybody on the radar. Everybody's falling asleep on them. Nobody worry about them right now. So I think if they can just do their jobs and Trevor Lawrence can take that next step up, him and Doug Peterson get on that level like he had with Nick Foles. Hey man, the sky is the fucking limit. So
I
I can
mean,
see it
they
for
they they lost the division race in the last game last year.
exactly. And a lot of those games
They
were close
they
games.
they,
So
they were they led our division the whole season until the last game. That's when we all of like you said, Brandon, the tiebreakers and the divisional records and stuff. Who we beat head to head is how we jumped over them and got in the playoffs. But I mean, we all ended with the same record. But that's why everybody sleep on them. The Jags were that Cinderella team for the
Mhm.
past 2 years. That people was
yeah.
like, oh, y'all got enough talent, y'all gonna do something. And then the
And then they ain't did nothing. Yeah.
way they fell off last year, everybody's like, yep, I'm off of it. So I feel you.
That's cool.
They're definitely a sleeper
Mhm.
this year.
Yeah, for
Everybody
sure.
sleep on them for sure.
Yeah, I was the same route I was gonna go. I was gonna say the Jaguars as well because it's talent's there, and they can get like I said, second year with Doug Peterson. Um, they look good, get better. So why not?
For sure.
Is it third year or second?
Um, Third year, right? With Doug? This going into the third year, I think.
I think it's
Yeah.
third. Yeah,
This is going
the
So
to the
first
third year.
year is the one they went to the playoffs. The second one is this last one. Yeah, it's third
Last
year.
year. Yeah.
You got anyone else, Ross?
I want to say Jacksonville as well. However, because y'all said
Okay.
everything I was gonna say, I would also like to say the Bills. Dating back to what Phil said, he's gonna have to step up, and I feel like he can. He be that player that he can take them and win them a couple of games. He can win in cold. He doesn't have to worry about forcing it to Diggs and making Diggs happy. He can play free. He can be like, and maybe like you said, he played a little too free, but also did Brett Favre. And Brett Favre won games too. You know what I'm saying, for playing that same way. And you like, we kind of get it. When you win some, you lose some because he does that same shit. We've seen several games where that motherfucker threw interceptions. Oh, the game's over with. And then he threw a ridiculous touchdown to win the game. So it's like that's what's gonna happen. That's what you're gonna get with him. So as a sleeper, he could probably be the one that can be like, you know what, I don't have to worry about nothing. You still got two running backs now that's gonna be back there that can do your thing. If the defense can keep up what they were doing, I think he just turns it over a little less and still does the Superman thing because now he ain't got to worry about forcing nobody. They can be a sleeper pick for sure and get in the playoffs.
I mean, they played two of their last three games against New England. So I mean, and
Right.
schedule
So
looks
all
like
you
they
got to
got.
do is get to the finish line, and you can should be able to beat them because they're gonna be phoning it in trying to get the first round pick anyway, number one pick anyway.
Cool. So
I
I'm gonna
got
go
him on
ahead
the
and
nine
just
game.
jump to the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game
Bush.
because going through all that would be too much.
Yeah.
Bush.
Um, because I don't know if y'all have y'all rankings correct on each one and win total. So let's keep it in the AFC. Who do y'all have in the AFC Championship? Let's go with
Ooh.
three, Ross.
Ravens, Texans.
AFC Championship would be the Ravens Texans. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to keep it there and move on, or you want to add more? All right, cool. What about you, Phil? What you got?
Chiefs and Texans.
Chiefs and Texans. Okay. And what you got, Phil? I mean, Coop.
Ravens, Jets. I think the Chiefs lose to the Jets at home, and they go to the AFC Championship to face Lamar
Mm.
Jackson, who just beat Joe Burrow. And I'm, you know,
Okay.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just freestyling.
Okay. For me, I have the Chiefs, Dolphins. If Dolphins get home field advantage, um, and I think their win total, I can see that happening. Um, the Dolphins do not get home field advantage. I have the Chiefs, Texans. I truly believe on that. I feel like CJ, if they go up against Ravens again, I think he's gonna want to turn it up and go crazy. And I feel like having that fire in his belly is gonna change the fact and that's gonna be a hard fought game with the Texans overcoming it. But yeah, Dolphins if they get the home field advantage, which I think they will. So as of right now, that'll be my official pick, Dolphins, Chiefs. But for some way they don't, I'm gonna say Chiefs, Texans. And from
What?
there, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep the winner. The winner that I have is the Chiefs winning it in the AFC Championship out of regardless the Texans the um
Dolphins.
or the Dolphins. What say you, Philip? Your pick was the
Chiefs,
was it the Chiefs and
Chiefs and the
Texans, right?
Texans. Yeah. As much as my fandom wants me to
Okay.
say the Texans, I have not made it to the point where I can go against Patrick, Sir Mahomes at this moment. Chiefs.
Gotcha.
Sickening. Yes.
Okay, Coop, you had the Jets Ravens. Who do you got?
Ravens.
The Ravens making it to the Super Bowl. Lamar, I'm cool with that. And for you, Ross, you said the Ravens Chiefs, right?
Texans, huh?
Texans, and I got the Ravens.
Oh, you got the Texans Chiefs? Oh, Texans Ravens. My bad.
Yeah,
Who
and
you
I
got
got the
from there?
Ravens winning.
Ravens winning it too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I sound like Brandon, man.
So
If
let
CJ Ravens in the playoffs again, man, I think CJ is gonna be he gonna be trying to
I
throw
got
that
money on
thing
CJ.
the whole
He
day.
got to see him in the regular season.
Mhm.
We gonna see.
Oh, I'm
Ross is
talking
pushing
about
playoffs, man.
the playoffs. Like if they see him in the playoffs, because I feel like uh that's that lasting memory, right? You know, he always find that chip, and that chip is Baltimore took us out the playoffs. So I think you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah, I
not
feel like.
this circle with an X with a dot exclamation point. Like, boy, if we see these boys and this win and go home, I'm about to throw 400 yards.
We gonna see.
Yeah. We gonna hopefully we gonna see hell. It's a
Nah, I mean,
weird.
I'm not mad at that. Trust me, I love it.
Hopefully we gonna see.
I love them to go Super Bowl. What Super Bowl at New Orleans, huh?
All right.
I think it's New Orleans.
Yep. The home field damn near advantage.
Yeah.
So for the NFC, so I have the Falcons and Rams playing each other in the NFC Championship.
Okay. It just sounds weird.
That's why I lie. I lie. I have the Eagles.
Oh,
I have the Eagles. I'm so sorry. I have the Eagles. I have the Eagles. I don't know why that was not on there. I have the Eagles Rams in the Super Bowl.
man, NFC
Wow.
Championship.
I have the Eagles Rams in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
In conference
In the NFC
championship.
Championship. I'm
Championship.
sorry.
Yeah, championship.
Eagles Rams
Damn, what you been? I want that.
NFC
Whatever you been
Championship.
smoking, I want that.
What's spoken at
They
Sean
have
McVay.
Tell
Sean
A
me
lot of
McVay
noise in
OG.
San Francisco, bro. All right, so who you got, Ross? Who you got, Ross, in the NFC
Lions, Eagles,
Championship?
Lions, Eagles, and of course, Eagles winning it.
Okay. What you
Ah,
got, Coop?
Eagles. Shit. I want to say San Fran. I'm gonna say Eagles Rams.
oh,
I think
Okay.
the Rams beat San Fran. Like they usually play each other in the first round playoffs. I think they beat San Fran,
hell yeah, get them niggas out here.
get them out of there, and then they go ahead and beat Jordan Love and the Packers. And
I can see
they
that. Damn, I can see that. Yeah, I can
because
see
I
that.
think we get the first round bye, so
So you think we'll play the Lions in the second round?
we'll play either Lions or the Falcons, in my opinion.
Mm.
Or I mean, it depends. But I
Okay.
think that's how
And
it'll shake up.
and for you, Phil, what you got? You NFC Championship.
I'm thinking I got like 4 teams. It's like right about the same. I'm actually gonna go to Lions and the Niners.
Womp womp.
Okay, well,
Yeah, with the Lions going for me to the
And who you
bowl.
got coming out of that?
The
Lions taking that next step. I like it. So Phil, you have the Chiefs, Lions,
In New Orleans.
Ross, and Coop have the Ravens, Eagles,
Eagles.
and I have the Chiefs.
The Rams.
I really want to say the Eagles.
The Rams, bro.
I'm gonna have the Chiefs Rams. I'm gonna have the
We
Chiefs
know.
Rams.
We know it.
I, have it.
You don't have to
I
do
want to
that.
say the
You know,
Eagles.
right? You don't have to do that.
Well, smoking that poop in the cool pack.
Like you can easily go with your mind, not your emotions, and be smart with it.
That's
You can be
good.
hanging with Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper.
I just don't see that. And I got him in AFC championship game. I
I
don't see
got
that
I got the
defense.
Eagles.
It's just the defense, bro. The defense is
I got
losing.
yeah. I got the Eagles. I got Saquon now too. Cooper DeJean cornerback. Y'all filled all the holes that y'all were looking for. It's a complete
We don't know
team.
that yet. We don't know that yet.
So okay, so we got the Chiefs.
We ain't played the game yet. Hoes still be there.
We got
Same
we got.
motherfucker
So I got the
hoes.
Chiefs Eagles.
Same hoes, nigga. You mad as hell.
I have the Chiefs Eagles. Phil has the Lions Chiefs. Ross and Coop have the Ravens Eagles. Okay. So who you got, Phil? Out of the Lions and Chiefs?
3P?
Man, fuck that. The Chiefs gonna lose. The Texans going. Texans going to the Super Bowl, and then we gonna lose the Super Bowl to the Lions, to the Detroit Lions. Fuck all that dumb shit.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Damn it, I've been fighting it for so long.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck Patrick.
Okay.
Fuck.
And on business.
Fuck Burrow.
Texans,
Fuck
Lions.
all of them.
Oh, shit.
Stand
Yeah, I
on
fuck
business.
with it.
I'm here for
Stand
it.
on business.
All right. Texans, Lions, but you got the Lions winning the Super Bowl.
Lions winning. Lions
Regardless.
winning. I mean, I would love the
Okay,
whole.
cool.
I really like the Lions
Stuff.
team. Man. I really like the Lions team
I like the Lions, too.
and their coach.
I just want to see them play a road playoff game.
What you got, Ross?
Play one this year.
Super Bowl.
So you got Ross, Ravens, Eagles. Yeah,
Fly,
you got
Eagles
Ravens,
fly.
Eagles. And the winner
On the
is.
road to victory. Hit them low, hit them high.
No.
Watch our Eagles fly. We're going to win it right here this year in New Orleans. Over the Ravens.
Okay, cool. You feel the same way?
Yeah.
35-28.
Eagles gonna beat the Ravens.
Yeah. And
All
the Super
right.
Bowl.
I got the Chiefs over the Eagles. I think Patrick Mahomes gonna three-peat it. Be the first quarterback to ever do so.
Nice.
And that is my Super Bowl picks. Those are our Super Bowl picks.
Nice.
It's been fun. Appreciate you. Anything else y'all want to add?
I got
Football wise,
Jaden
nah.
Daniels.
Good. We good.
Jaden Daniels, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels. I might back that statement up, but it's really Caleb Williams to lose because I feel like he's already favorite. Everybody wants him to win. I'm gonna say Caleb Williams, but I feel like Jaden Daniels gonna have a really good season. That is gonna give Caleb Williams a run for his money. MVP, I got CJ Stroud.
CJ MVP.
He's gonna have 40. He's gonna have over 4,000, probably like 4,400 yards, and he's gonna have about 40 touchdowns. I think he's gonna get 40. I know it's a lot, but I think he can total running and passing. He might get it. Yeah. That's my MVP of the year.
How many years had running last year?
I don't think you have any. Did you have any? 4?
Yeah, 27 total.
So 35 and 5. Yeah, for that.
I got Jalen.
For that, with Stephon Diggs, St. Dale, Nico. Oh yeah.
Jalen Hurts MVP, man. 4,000 yards passing, about 700. He back running about 700 running. I'm giving 5. I'm giving 500 running. But he gonna have like 10 plus touchdowns rushing on the tush push alone. I don't think we're not gonna stop doing that. Why would you stop doing that? It's too easy. Like why would you stop doing it? I think the passing game are really opened up this year with Kellen Moore. That Jahan
and all
Dotson,
3 of our receivers.
That's what I'm saying. That I was about to say that Jahan Dotson pickup we just got was amazing. So I think Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna say 4,000 yards, 29
total
passing. No, 4,000 yards passing. So I say 45, 4,600 total yards, 29 passing. I'm gonna say 11 rushing. So 40 touchdowns.
Gotcha.
to
All right,
10,
so who you got
seven
MVP?
interceptions.
He said, "Oh, me, CJ, Senior CJ
Just
Stroud for
baby.
MVP. Oh yeah, he gonna sling that to whoever's open.
Mhm.
All three
Hey
of them boys
yo,
gonna get about 1,000 yards. 3,000 yard receivers.
It's not
On
too
the
crazy in today's age.
no,
And
no.
who you got,
I
Ross,
mean,
for MVP?
It's gonna be in between what's the one name? Jalen Hurts and what's the dude for, I can't think of his name right now on the Ravens. Brain fart right
Lamar
now.
Lamar
Jackson.
Jackson.
I think with Derrick Henry being there and the receivers they got, he's just gonna do everything he did last year, but a lot more scarier because it's gonna be hard. It's just gonna be harder. Are you gonna fake it or are you gonna just run it? Like it got so many options. He's just a creative player. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's gonna be up there in the front running, but Jalen Hurts is gonna have the more solid numbers with our offensive coordinator, and you got Saquon and all the receivers left and right.
Cool. Cool with that. I think we covered enough. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. It's episode 1. We have a lot more to go with as the season go on. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of shit to talk about. So appreciate y'all. Thank you, y'all, for listening, and y'all have a good one.